Yes, guys.
You're the host today?
People in here. Big up, big up. Yeah, Flawless ain't here. I think he's watching the end of a rap battle. So I'm taking over because I haven't suffered enough tonight. Big up everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe as always on your way into the stream. Anyone else who's trying to get in, if you guys aren't getting in, just message in the private chat and I'll message Flawless if he's busy watching it. But he'll be on in a little bit and we can divert everything to the Manchester United game, hopefully. But yeah, until then, I guess we're just going to chop up the Chelsea game again. Big up, everyone. Hit the like button. Ryan, what were you saying, bro? What are you telling me? You all good?
Yeah, man, like you didn't see me only like 5 minutes ago, bro. But yeah, man, like it's all good, man. It's all good.
All good, bro. Fatta, you actually got back in time. What are you saying, man?
Oh, Lord of mercy. I feel like we've seen each other since a while. Fucking hell, look at this guy.
You was only a couple hours ago.
Oh, good, man. Oh, good. Oh, dear Lord. God, I can't wait to go to Manchester tomorrow, man. Fuck's sake.
You're going to Manchester tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, fair enough.
Rail's track on Wednesday. That's why I went the day early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cam's in the comments saying, hold that. There you go. But big up yourself. Who's Cess Finney?
Yeah, it's just me. It's me.
Oh, Jez. Yo, what are you saying, Jez? You good?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good, of course, man.
Love to hear it. And Daniel, what are you saying?
Big up my guy, Lewis. Big up the chat. Big up the panel, as always. Ryan, I told you would win, so thank me.
Who's we?
I said thank me, not thank we.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Where does everybody want to start? Mataza. Wait, is anyone able to send a link to Mataza? Yeah, go.
Yeah, Mataza
in the group chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. No, he's not. He's not in the group chat. He's not in the Q&A. I'm gonna send the link to him once.
I've done the Q&A one.
Yeah,
he's in the NBA one.
Has deals.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it. Are you gonna send it?
Send the link over.
Yeah.
Okay.
This should be ball group chat, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know which game.
Cam, that might be for the one we scored, but this is for all the Champions Leagues that we have, so you can hold that.
Hold that on them forever, man. Until they're
getting it all fucking night from these gooners, bro. I can't be arsed, man. All because my team is fucking shit. They're fucking shit.
You had your chance. Go on again.
No, I've had my time. I've had like 2-3 hours of it. I've been on 3 separate streams. My time's done. Fatta, in fact, you're here. You can have your time, innit?
My issue for me is that team selection. I had a feeling he would put Loftus-Cheek. And I was like, oh my days, why he put Loftus-Cheek on a 12 p.m. kickoff against Arsenal? I knew before this game alone, like I said it on Wednesday, the only way we could win this game is to win that battle of the midfield. Unfortunately, we lose the battle of the midfield and then we lose control of the game. Open play today was a bit suspect because we cannot break the defense. The only way that I can see us scoring is from set pieces. Apart from that, I don't have anything too special to say. Maybe you already covered it in the Shameless earlier, but I think our front three again I think it's the most suspect subject that we've been discussing for a while now. And from Mount, Havertz, Sterling, Aubameyang, they all been poor today, man. Aubameyang, they had no services. Sterling, I thought that was his worst game today as well. Mason Mount still invincible.
You're saying that too much about Sterling, bruv.
No, like first half, I didn't think Sterling was too bad, to be honest, in the first half. Not too bad in it, but like second half he was trash.
But I get they were asking him to play deeper, but would it kill you to be able to take a player on consistently?
Like he played a couple of nice balls through for Havertz, and Havertz went and fucked them, but like.
Oh yeah. Like Sterling wasn't as bad as Havertz and Mount was.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. But we've been saying that, and I think now after an embarrassing performance like this, people are finally starting to wake up to the fact that these players ain't shit. because they ain't shit. Other than Silva, Chalobah, Jorginho, everyone else was terrible. Fucking.
But this the thing when I obviously went to Twitter earlier, I was seeing man saying that like Jorginho and everyone was like bad, and I'm like, the thing is, I didn't watch the game because that's too early of a game to me because I've been out for long on Saturdays.
Don't blame you.
But
It's too early for me.
But the thing is, with playing teams like Arsenal, it's the same way with playing City. Like, where like unless you really have that function of midfield to really battle it out, the tactic should be really to try to hit man on the counter attack and relax. I know Chelsea was at home, but sometimes you got to play that type of football, especially when you play an informed Arsenal like this. I think the biggest issue was that again, like even if you play on the counter attack, who are the outlets, and can you trust those outlets to make the right decisions? That's the biggest issue.
Those outlets are
Our
bums.
style of play isn't different. It's different compared to Tuchel, man. It's still the same.
No, but that's the thing. It's one thing about having a different style of play, but you can set up a certain way for certain games. Like this game today, I think Chelsea would have benefited if they would have just set a little bit deeper and actually have Arsenal the control of the ball.
I did feel that was kind of what they were doing in the first half in a way, though. Like
we were trying to. We were just shit in possession.
That's what I was going to say. This was. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. That's why I literally just said with the attack.
Shazam! Please do not speak that cancer into my existence, please. Please don't ever do that.
Hey, must have Kai Havertz in the camps and that. For me, if I was a Chelsea fan and I see we on a counter attack, we're trying to start a break, and I see number 29 trying to pick up the ball, turn around and make the pass, I already know Arsenal's gonna get the ball back.
Bro, everyone was saying, "Oh, Saliba masterclass." Sorry, easiest job of your fucking life.
Yeah, that's when, because he did play very well, but then when I think about it as well, it is like,
oh, you kept a clean sheet against Chelsea.
It's when I saw second half, like,
fucking hell.
Even like Chelsea were trash up until the goal as well. But what was even more worrying from a Chelsea kind of point of view was the way you reacted after the goal. In terms of, I expected at some point, even towards the end, at some point, you just to put just a bit of pressure on a few minutes of sustaining pressure. There was none of that. Like there was no time when I thought Chelsea would ever look close to getting an equaliser. Like it was really bad. Like
bro, C1 said it earlier. We didn't test Ramsdale.
Yeah, he didn't make a save.
I don't think. Yeah, he didn't make a save. He just sat there and got wet for 90 minutes.
No shots on goal at all today. No shots on goal.
Oh man!
There was one. There was one as the Havertz one, straight to the goalkeeper.
Well, I don't even think that was a shot.
Who shoots like a 2-year-old. That even counts.
That was more like
I can even let Lasso finish that, man. Seriously.
I don't think it was a shot. I think he was trying to cut it back to Aubameyang, but it was just terrible. They didn't have enough power or intent for it to be a shot.
They gave Nunavite in the like. Barely any shots on targets, getting dominated. It's long. I feel it.
I'm just gonna say this. I think Potter seems to be overcomplicating in the big games. I can see what he wants to do.
Oh yes, Andrew.
But I feel like we can give him time because this season is a write-off because he has to show signs of improving.
Can I ask a question? But this is the thing: if the season is a write-off and he doesn't get top 4, how do you think your fan base reacts to it, though?
Oh, our fan base will react negatively because they're a bunch of pussyholes.
Big up Scott, my guy.
Hey, read my name. That you understand how I feel about this fan base.
Part 2, bro.
I was gonna say, you have no idea, bro. When we lost, like after we lost, I literally, Andrew can attest to this. I put in a group chat that we're in. I cannot wait to get on stream to cuss this fan base out again. Like I literally can't wait because this fan base deserve it. Like there's a few guys, right? There's like us lot in here, and there'll be some other people like are level-headed and understandable. The majority of this fan base are pussyholes and need to hold this. Like hold this pain, take it, because this is going to be a long time. This is a long time coming, and this is going to be for a long time. You're going to have to suffer, and it's going to be beautiful to watch. Because I see people crying and turning on Potter. We are 2 months into his reign, 2 months, and I see people turning on him. But we've got people wanting to keep the silky German here for like 7 years. Hey, respectfully, suck your mum. Like,
No, not
this
even respectfully, bruv. Disrespectfully, if you want to put that shit on my football club. Are you crazy? Is that fucker a
Hey.
7-year contract?
I feel fantastic, after the game today. Like, the goal went in, didn't react. I know it's easy to say, and a lot of people have said this. I'm disconnected from the club. I don't care anymore. Like, I just don't care. We're gonna hold like 5 to City, and I'll smile. We're gonna hold like 5 to Newcastle.
I respect that you can think that way, because this club has me in a fucking chokehold. I know they hurt me every week, and I still go there and I get hurt. So you know what? I respect that.
Hey, we're gonna be up in the guts the next 2 games, man. Fuck it.
Then maybe 1 game, because I'm still debating whether to even go Newcastle or not.
Number 2 either, man.
I go Newcastle.
I could easily just stay at home and just stream that shit, because
I know, but like Newcastle will be sick. Like,
bro,
Newcastle will be sick.
Even the game before the World Cup, and I'm expecting a good performance from.
Oh no! That's what I'm talking about. Hey, fuck the game. I'm talking about the everything else about Newcastle. Like, Newcastle just being in Newcastle will be sick. That's what I'm saying. Go, because all of that will be sick. Fuck the game. Who cares? like I said, we'll hold 5, and who cares?
Yeah, you know what? It'll be worth it just to get wasted afterwards. But speaking of, I've got another drink here.
I'll say this: like, if you throw enough time at money at any manager, he'll eventually come good. It's impossible not to. But
no.
Nah, you can't say that. I mean,
Oli, Ghana.
Wait, what'd you say?
What'd you say, Timo?
Yeah, Oli gonna say prime example of how that don't work.
My point is that it's going to require a lot of real-time development, if not in trophies, then style and quality. Then
wait, no. What did he say? I didn't even hear what he said.
Hold on. I'm not finished, because I've seen enough in Potter so far. He has a good chance of succeeding. The possession play is really good. Player development has been visible but slow. But then Potter has also signs of more of being more conservative as the pressure ramps up. But that's to change.
I want to. I mean, it's very simple. Today after the game, I went on a couple of streams. I chilled out. I started going through on my TV like what programs I hadn't started watching yet. Because I had football and stuff like that. So I just made a list of what stuff I need to catch up on, because that's going to be more entertainment. I watched Juventus of Inter Milan this evening. Good game. Not the best, but
I watched Chelsea ladies, man. So
I enjoyed it. I watched the PSG.
Hey, I was karaoke, man. I enjoyed it.
Watched the PSG game. Watched that as well. I would just say this. I woke up late for the game. Didn't really tune in until after they scored, like 70th minute. And nonplussed. Just nonplussed. Because
wait, you woke up when we were 1-0 down?
Yeah, I woke up. I didn't.
You missed all the bullshit. Good job.
I told everyone.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I told everyone, I'm not waking up for this game. First of all, it's 12 a.m. on a Sunday. That's just madness.
Hey, people.
And second of all, I don't know why anyone. I know I'm not saying it's anyone here, but I don't know why people are surprised. Man. I keep saying this to everyone. Fata, save your money, bro. I don't even know why you bother putting money into them anymore. They don't deserve you traveling, okay? They don't deserve the support. They don't deserve anyone ranting. It's the same. I saw your fan cam, Lewis. They don't deserve you doing that, bro. They don't deserve.
This club's got me in a chokehold,
I know,
bro.
They don't deserve.
The thing is, do you know what the worst thing about it is?
I'll tell you what. No,
I think the club.
Hang on, no, sorry. I'll tell you what, because Wednesday, no matter what team, I know these players will play well. So I tell you what, it's a cup. It's a cup game. No pressure.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure in a cup game. Well, say if we win, we won't. But say if we win, part of the fan base will get gassed. Let's finish the season off in style at Newcastle. Not even realising the history of that fixture that we, with our very best teams, have lost in Newcastle. Not with shit teams, like with our very best. The best of the best. Jose teams, Ancelotti teams.
Look at the smoke Newcastle on right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at the form they're on.
Almiron's getting a hat-trick. I'm calling it now.
Saint Maxima's back as well.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's back. He came on as a sub.
We've got 180 minutes left until they get out of our mind for a month, and then we have to take them back.
Possibly
Just
200 minutes. Andrew, possibly 210 minutes.
Just don't allow them. Don't allow them to take any more of your soul. Okay, they don't deserve it. So don't and you know what? Even if we win against Newcastle, don't big up the performance. They don't deserve it. So thank you for the 3 points. Now go on to the next one when you get back. Because I'm sick of one game 1 game big ups. Oh,
we beat Zagreb.
he's back.
Oh, we beat
Yeah,
Salzburg 2-1.
He's back after 1 game. Hold that, haters. Okay, what did he do for the next 3 or 4?
Kai Havertz scored and we're
Shit.
3-1
He
down.
done shit,
You're in the
yeah.
mud,
He
mate.
done
You
shit.
know what goes me as well as
Hang on, Jez. This team is a purple. This team is a purple patch team, and do you know what? They're not even consistent with that. With being purple patch, yeah. The players are average. Anyone who says build the team around Kai and Mount, can I tell you something? Go fuck yourself. Because
They're trying to see
you
with the
have
championship.
no idea.
I'm just on smoke and I love
You
it.
have no
They're trying to see
idea
you get
what this team is
relegated.
about, okay? If anyone
This has
tells
been
me
brewing.
that, if anyone tells me that you are not a Chelsea fan, okay, and you're an enemy of this club, if you tell me that, those 2 players, Mount is one of the most overrated players at this football club. It's disgusting the support he gets from these fans, okay, for running around.
Bro, did you see that Insta account I put in the group chat yesterday?
Yeah. And also,
Mini Mace Adventures, bruv.
Kai Havertz.
Scott.
That one's creepy though.
Kai
That's the
Havertz,
woman
you
in
know
general.
Do you know what I really
Nah,
wish?
bruv. Look
Do
at
you know
you're
what I
gonna
really
be
wish?
sick.
I really wish he had never scored that Champions League goal. I wish it was someone else.
I wish it was
Deserved
Werner. We all knew
So,
Werner
yeah,
was shit.
I wish it was someone else. Because I tell you what, he's worse than Timo Werner. Kai Havertz. He's
Ooh.
At least
worse
Werner had
than
pace.
Timo Werner.
Real.
At least
real.
Werner had pace in it. Like,
He's
that's
worse.
all.
Nah.
At least I don't know.
Havertz and
tell you
pace,
what,
man. That's
I
funny.
tell you what, when Werner was shit, he got called on it by all this fan base, yeah?
Mm.
Most majority of this fan base. These guys in the chat, Super Kai, Silky Gem, fuck you and your.
Do you remember the amount of fucking people who popped up when he scored that jammy goal against Salzburg?
I was
He told us
watching
to
your
shush, he
stream,
didn't
I
do anything for the
remember.
next 6 games. Do you remember that when he told us to shush?
Yep.
Remember, Flatter, he did that in front of you. He told you to shush, and he didn't do anything for 6 games.
I can't
Yeah, do you
believe
remember that?
I
Yeah, bro, he told you to shush.
Told you to
Yeah,
shush.
Scott, check your
Yeah,
messages.
I will never get it. I will never get those mediocre players score 1 goal, shush, and then disappear for the next 5. I will never get it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, yeah.
it-
No,
it-
go on, someone else go. I've done that.
Nah, it's just
Yo,
like
can I say this?
Go on, bro.
If Chelsea
No,
was
what
a
the
player,
fuck is this?
it would be Super Saiyan Heung-min Son, bro. You guys are Heung-min Son.
It's so unserious. No.
Was that the one in
It's
group
so
chat? What
ridiculous,
said?
bro.
Is that the one in group chat? Let me see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that Instagram account. Mini Mace Adventures, bro. Like, this is
Oh my
the
God,
fucking
that's-
She's just a,
stupidity.
she's just
that
a
is.
creepy woman. She
Hey,
needs
I
help.
know the
Man.
owner of that.
Is it the same one
So-
that gave
someone's
you
gonna
that
look-
goal? Is it the same person
You know
that
the
gave
owner
that
of it,
Werner
Timo.
goal? Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Werner version.
No, but I know who owns it. But
What the
Yeah, she's a
fuck?
creep.
Anyway, let's talk about Man
now you
United.
check the
Shut
That's
up.
about Man United, yeah, folks.
Hey, I'm not even lying.
Let's switch to
Do
Man
you know what's
United.
mad?
Nah,
We basically are talking about Man United. Like, we're talking about Man United from like a couple of
Hey,
years ago.
nah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
We
yes.
are, bro. That's what we've
Yes,
become.
yes.
We are 2015 United.
No, you're
No,
you're
We're
2019
2015
United.
Chelsea.
2019,
Yeah,
yeah.
2015
Now
Chelsea.
16.
Fucking hell, bro. That team would still smoke our current
It
team.
would. It would smoke
Yeah.
these lot. Even with an unfit Eden Hazard, it would smoke these lot.
Yep.
Listen.
Unfit Eden Hazard versus washed Aspie.
And do you know what? That's what I couldn't get. I couldn't get people signaling out players and just going, dude, the whole team's shit. Why are you signaling out players for? The whole team's shit. You know what I mean?
No, I'll be real. Mount, Havertz, and fucking Ruben stuck out to me as particularly dog shit.
I like the
Out of
way,
everybody.
I like
Don't
the way
play
people,
Ruben there again, man. I don't like it. Like,
I like people they go about Havertz. Oh, he gets into spaces. Yeah, but he doesn't do fucking anything. Who cares?
Hey, creative
Hey,
Kai
man.
Havertz could have made a simple cutback in the first 15.
I was gonna say,
and we would have been 1-0 up.
That's the
Hey,
thing.
who
Like,
is-
I was listening to you guys talk about, like, oh, how we were like, we should have tried to play counter attack. We should have played defensive. We did, and then when we created chances, these bums couldn't fucking do anything with it.
Hey, no,
Like-
Kai Havertz is creative.
Bums.
He's a visionary.
It
He
literally
is
doesn't matter
always
whether we
talented
play.
and flexible.
It doesn't
He's
matter
a-
whether we play possession, short passing, we play long balls, we play Stoke style. Bro, these players are just shit. Like, it doesn't matter what style we play, they're just
Oh, bro.
shit.
Man, bro, I mean, Havertz is a Romdoy term, man. Like C1 said the other day.
Well, like
Like, a couple
C1
months
said,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
No,
like,
Romdoy
you're
term.
on to your ass out of here, bro.
You know what I just realized,
Don't
Lewis? You know
kill
what I
me.
just realized about Havertz? That goal in the final weren't exactly a great goal either. Edison basically like fucked it in a way.
Yeah, it was a bad
didn't he?
touch by
Sent off.
Havertz.
You didn't wrap around the
It's a bad
goalkeeper.
touch.
It was bad, and then Edison like,
Edison
Oh.
stopped it going out. It's going wider.
Yeah, just like a shit goalkeeper.
Took the speed
and then
off the
just man
ball.
had an empty net. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
man.
Just rolled it
But
in.
this is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, this guy is gonna be leading my country in the World Cup. I can't believe it.
Hey,
He
that's
did.
fun,
He
bro.
said-
Second
Germany
country,
already,
I mean, not
bro.
your first.
He does okay for Germany though, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He's not even that good for
Does he
Germany.
Bro, for Germany, bro.
I'm still
he
thinking
had
of that goal
No,
that
no.
he scored in that last game.
Yes, and what did he do the rest of the game?
Exactly.
Yeah, he
It's
was
like
shit in
one-
that game, and also.
Yeah, exactly, but he wasn't good.
Wow, what a goal at Wembley. Wow.
3-3, man. It's not like
Hey, it's fine, bro. He's gonna shush your fans after he scores one goal in like 4
Yeah,
games.
in
or
the
something.
third
You know
game.
what's
Well,
weird?
I'll tell you what it is. It's when you're already out of the group stage and he's just shushing
Yeah.
your fans when he scores in the last
See,
group game. That means fuck all.
This guy, because he's a weird fella. Fam, I already said this. Fam, if Germany wants to play a striker, just put out Adeyemi up there. I don't care if he's not ready. I'd rather just let him play than that fraud of like a Thomas Müller wannabe. I don't know,
Defense from Thomas Muller, man. Don't call him that.
No, bro. This is how he was with his reputation in Germany when he came to Chelsea. I remember they said like he's going to be the next Müller.
He's not even Müller at this stage.
Generational.
Müller at this stage wipes the floor with him at this stage.
You know
100%.
what's mad about Havertz though? Is that it's not even like some Chelsea fans.
He's a
it's
football
like,
player.
no, I see like some rival fans, including some Liverpool fans, United fans, actually still see. Oh, you see Havertz? There's a player there, you know, and I'm like,
And you
Yeah,
can
but
take him.
because-
You can see that player.
You don't watch him
firsthand.
every week,
They
that's
can
why.
take him. Have
Yeah,
him.
take
You know
him. You
what?
can see the
Ryan,
player
you know
firsthand.
why,
man, I
bro?
just think
Because they see those
He's so
splits and
shit.
touches there. They're seeing the silkiness, and that's why they get.
you see a nice
invested, bro.
first touch here and
What,
there,
what,
you know.
what about
Yeah.
some production in the final third?
What silkiness?
I tell you
He
what,
ain't
I was gonna
silky,
say-
he's
I tell you
clunky.
what, that's a word I never want to hear for as long as I live. Is the word silky. I never want to hear that, especially when it comes
I know,
to
'cause he's
footballers.
ruined
Ever
it.
again in my
Ruined the
life.
I just want to say, man, Thomas Müller at 21 was scoring 5 goals at the World Cup. This guy's not even scored 5 league goals.
Oh yeah,
You know
but
what I mean? So, no.
Thomas
Well,
Muller at that age also scored
He
the
has less goals
Champions
than
League
Jorginho,
final
man,
goal,
that's
but you know
awful.
what he did differently? He didn't fucking live off it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
actually did some stuff
Yeah.
after that.
You know what he did? He helped his team the next season. I know it's Bayern Munich, but he helped them win the treble and stuff like that.
and he won the Champions League with them too.
He's
So-
a serial
Yeah.
winner at
20
the end of the
20 plus
day.
goals, yeah.
He will World Cup as well.
Do
I
you
also
guys?
Have a serial
I
fucking
would take
diver.
Nunes. I would take Nunes over Havertz. I would take.
Oh
Nunes.
no. That's going.
No,
too
no,
far.
no.
That's too far. No, that's too far.
Nunes gets into
That's too
Chelsea's
far.
team.
I'd
Whether you
take
like
Christian
it or not.
Benteke
Like,
over
He does.
Havertz.
You're right. He does.
Nunes gets into.
Would you
Chelsea's
take
team, whether
Alanga?
you like
Would you
him or
take
not.
Alanga?
Yes,
Like
I'd
he
take
did.
Alanga.
Chelsea's back again, man.
Yeah.
I'd
Let's
take
go.
it.
I'm
Name
for that
your
shit.
forwards, bruv. I will take them.
And forward that doesn't play for Chelsea, man.
Matazi,
Ronaldo?
you can diss Nunes all you
Ronaldo?
want. He walks into Chelsea's attack.
Yeah, I know,
Oh, no,
but it's
yeah.
just, they're just
That's-
different
that's
flavors
cool.
of
I was
mid,
gonna
bro.
say,
Let's
the
be
thing-
real.
the thing about-
One at a
The
time.
thing with Nunes for me, right, is he's just got attributes that he needs refining. There's nothing about Havertz you can refine, bro. You can't refine anything with him. He's just garbage. At least with Nunes, I can
Nunes
look at
has
him. and
attributes that
okay,
you
cool.
can kind of be
Yeah,
useful.
I can
with.
refine him into maybe he needs to
Nah,
take
bro,
less
he's
touches.
the
Maybe
same,
you
bro.
turn him
Let's-
into like a
let's
pure
not do
number
that.
9 who doesn't really link play. Like you can mold that. I can't mold Havertz. Like
You can't mold him. He dives if you touch him. Can't do anything.
If
One
you
sec,
put
we got
Nunes in
super
like
chat.
in
We got
his in a system that suits
Right,
him.
one sec.
Oh yes. sorry.
Strasbourg Steve says, how long will you take to consider Newcastle
They already
genuine
are.
top four? I don't
Already
think anyone thinks they're
They
not.
already
My
are.
question is, do they have the experience to hold it for
And
38
sustain
games?
it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the real question with them. But I think everyone thinks they're top 4 contenders.
Oh, 100% with
All right,
the-
yeah,
with the amount
100%.
of
Especially if they go out and buy in January again.
I would
Mr.
say
Bond.
They're gonna
it's
spend
the-
another 100 mil in January, bro.
The top
Hey,
four
money, man.
contenders. The
They
top
put
4
money.
contenders when they consistently finish in the top 4. That's when the top 4 contenders.
But bear
Honestly.
in mind, they don't have European.
That's why we
football
don't see
either.
Arsenal
That's the big
as title
thing. Yeah.
contenders
So
yet.
you can do something.
The
Yeah.
same thing.
But I don't know. I don't know what this. Listen, I believe you're playing well and you're not even really spending that much. So I mean,
And their players are out, bro. Yeah, Maximo was out. All these guys were out.
I was going to say,
Isak is still out.
In the second half, they had their third choice striker playing, and he scored.
Yeah, and he scored. Good goal.
They're so good.
Malcolm, I would take Josh King over Kai Havertz.
Bro, I'd take Lewis over Kai Havertz at this point.
What about Jordan?
I'd stay on my feet more.
I'll take Jordan Ayew over Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to.
Who's Nottingham Forest? Taiwo Awoni or whatever it is. I'll take
Lewis better than him, 100%.
Lewis, you see what I mean in the comments? Lengen
the bottom of the table
Kai Havertz
striker
not that
you're
bad. I'm
saying
telling
is
you, there are rival fans who rate this guy.
Yeah, they can take.
Yeah, rival fans. When do
Yeah,
rival
take him,
fans ever know shit about other teams? They only watch their own club.
Let me just ask Lengen.
Fairly do, because
Would you take him at Man City? And if so,
Yo, Surfy's the next KDB man.
Why would you take him at Man
he's a
City after what you've
KDB
seen?
replacement.
KDB replacement, man.
Why would you take? That's ironic. People saying about brown envelopes and believing about a Kai Havertz Pep story, but there we go. We'll move on. But yeah, tell me why, Lengen Sweet, you would take Kai Havertz after what you've seen in the Premier League. So let me just and Europe. And everything.
You take Havertz. Wow. Lengen Sweet, you.
John, would you have taken Diego Costa for a season?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm taking any one of Pato, Higuain, or Falcao in their current state rather than our strikers. I'm genuinely serious, bro. I'm genuinely serious. I'm watching a 30-whatever-year-old Higuain look like I know he's playing in the MLS, but he still looks like quality until he can score goals. And I will have to watch this Tony Bellend up top.
You're retired
be
now.
Silky. I'm fully taking any one of those three in their current state rather than Havertz.
Hey, got to wait 3 or 4 more years. You know what I mean? Got to wait 3 or 4.
Yeah, then he can turn up for a year and then fuck off to another club in his prime.
Do you know? I've no doubt he would do well in the Bundesliga, just the way that league is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
And then everyone will be like, "Oh, we shouldn't have got rid of him." All this bollocks, bro. Like Werner hasn't just gone to the Bundesliga and instantly got better. Social distancing league, bro.
I mean, funny enough, though, and even I don't even think he's been good in the Bundesliga, though. I think he's been
second half.
Second
half of the season. That's all he's been good at.
No, he's just scoring more than he did at Chelsea. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but I don't think he's
wants
been
to come in,
good.
so I'll send him the link.
That's because he's got enough space and everything like that.
With Havertz, though, I just remember the hype when he was at Leverkusen. The hype he was getting was crazy. I remember
it was crazy because
oh my god!
Who's doing this?
Do you want to address this?
Lengen Sweet says every attacker. Thanks for bringing this up, Flawless. By the way, every attacker crap Chelsea. Kai Havertz doesn't even play in his best position. He's a good player.
Was he playing today?
No, he's correct. He doesn't play in his best position. I think he should be on the bench for the next 2 games.
Lengen Sweet, can I ask you a question? What is Havertz's best position?
Yeah.
And what is he good at? What is he good at?
Nah, just leave Havertz at his house in Wimbledon, man. Just leave him at his house, man. Don't need to bring.
And who does
we'll leave him at Manchester after he's played, man.
Where does he play at Man City, and who does he replace? I want to know that. I don't believe you.
KDB replacement, Surfer. That's what he is,
my
man.
god, you can't even.
Did you see that? Did you see that KDBS pass he played against? Who did you play? Zagreb, that went viral on Twitter.
Is he even better than Fabio?
KDB and Havertz.
Is he even better than Fabio Delph?
No, Fabio Delph is way better than him.
No, this one I'm trying to say.
Sorry, guys. Whoever's trying to come in, whoever's trying to log in, they can't because we've got 10 people here, and there's 2 in the background, so we can't get you in. It might be Grant. You might have to log in now.
It's Matt.
No, Matt was here. I think it was Prime that was trying to get in.
Oh, where's Matt?
Well, he's gone now.
Oh well.
Mr. Kepper
problem. Kepper, Matt.
Yeah, Kepper.
Yes.
Matt.
Yeah, Australian.
I don't want to hear about Kepper. I'm enjoying my day. I don't need to hear about Kepper.
There's nothing to talk about. He's not here.
He didn't play, did he?
No, he didn't. But like, I just CBI hearing Kepper problem, to be honest.
That's it. Let's talk about Man United. Or Spurs.
Fuck off, man. Fuck off.
Or Spurs.
I mean, we can talk
about Conte, man.
See, the thing is, I don't have a rant, to be honest, today. Like, I mean, I already said my piece already. Ironically, I don't see. The thing is, watching the second half, I can see why Liverpool are so bad this season.
Yeah,
I don't think Liverpool been sensational that game today. or yesterday,
We
I would
weren't.
say. Like I think it's just us again, like setting up to play for Tross in the first half and then trying to win those games in the second half. And this is what you get, like you just get sucker punched by Salah twice. Now you have to come and try to make a comeback 3-2 to win a game 3-2, which is hard when you have Van Dijk and Konate. Like Konate had a really good game. I think if he had an off day today, we're definitely making a comeback today.
Bro, I've seen it on Twitter. If Joe Gomez played that game, we're not winning.
Well, I think we would have won that game. And you see the dynamic when Conte finally starts to make subs. And when you see Kulusevski coming on and Emerson, like Kulusevski right there, for me, top three.
What difference would it make?
For me, top 3 winger in the league.
Make?
He played as a
Make
fake
it.
nine. He sucks.
And
man.
Shazam, by the way,
Bayern Munich.
Shazam.
He wouldn't start by Bayern Munich. What?
I was going to say he doesn't start over Choupo-Moting.
He doesn't start over
He's
Choupo-Moting.
way better than him for sure. Yeah.
Also,
Please
the
better
fact that
than Mane,
Choupo-Moting, a player who was not even looked at relegated Stoke, can ball out in the Bundesliga, just says a lot. But I won't say too much.
Yeah.
Twice.
He's got like 8 goals in 8 games.
I respect
Shazam,
Choupo-Moting.
also, by the way, Bin Laden.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Hey, I can answer the question.
Try
I
not
can
to
answer
get
the question.
cancelled, man.
Hey, let me land, bro.
Antonio Conte.
Not Antonio Conte, bro.
Don't
That
judge.
number
Literally,
12,
bro.
that-
Just
that
get his cock out
fake
your mouth,
Brazilian,
bro.
that fake Brazilian from that murder
Emerson
of
Royal?
a footballer. Emerson Royal is 100% worse than Kai Havertz. I will never see a. Oh, if I go off from, I might get cancelled, bro. If I say certain things I want to say about
Do not cancel Jez, man.
this-
Fair enough.
Yeah,
this
it's not Twitch.
Nah,
Chill out.
I forgot.
Oh my days, he's so bad. Like, bro, this guy paid like $1 million to watch Hakimi come, bro. And look at him now. Like, what? Wait, who scammed this brother?
Oh,
Bro, him and Fred are cousins, bro. Him and Fred is.
It was awful.
That guy is so
What's
bad.
going on?
Yeah, bro, Kevin,
going on?
Batshuayi did average a
Alright,
goal a
remember
game in the
Q&A, Brian.
Bundesliga. But
Yeah,
people
no,
are going to
but
act
where's
like doing
Flawless?
well in that league means shit.
Where's Flawless?
Flawless
He's
is come.
not here.
Yeah, Flawless is gonna show up soon.
Yes, God finally answered my prayers.
Nah,
gonna show
bro, he's not
Oh,
top
Lewis
2.
taking over.
Nah, I'm
Mid
sorry,
joke,
bro.
mid joke,
Come on,
L
he
joke,
is,
L
he
joke.
is, he
L
is
joke,
with all the
L
dope,
shitty
the
prime.
worst player in the Premier League. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Is he really that? I ain't seen much of Tottenham. Is he really that bad?
Nah, he's
Bro,
trash.
He is fucking terrible, bro. I think he's worse than Alonso.
Nah,
This
nah,
one-
he can't.
No, Alonso's way better than him. As a
He's
technically,
Alonso's
Alonso's
way
way
better.
better.
Everything
hell.
Alonso's better than him. Like, bro, and I don't understand why Conte loves this guy just because he's 6 foot or some shit. I don't know what's going on, bro. Blackmail. I don't know what's going on, but this Emerson brother is so bad. Like, if I see him in the streets, bro, I'll pull up. I'll be real. Like, somebody needs to injure this guy. Like,
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping some players' cars went by me today.
like, bro,
Keep the fuck
Yeah,
out.
boy, did you, man?
bro,
He was
like,
there.
in training,
Didn't
bro,
see
I'll
any
be
of
saying this, bro. If I die want to 2-foot him in his shin, so be it, bro. It's a
Is
benefit
he
for my
worse than
team.
Wan-Bissaka?
He's worse than Wan-Bissaka.
Nah,
Wan-Bissaka.
nah,
He's bad.
nah.
Nah, he probably is worse than Wan-Bissaka, to be fair.
Bro, I'd rather
That's
take.
saying something.
I'm taking Nathan.
Yeah, I'll take Sterling's daddy over him. Yeah, for sure.
I'm taking.
I've seen
Whoa,
Wan-Bissaka
which-
put in an
whoa,
odd
what do you
few
mean?
crosses before, innit?
What are you talking about? His daddy, bro? Whoa.
Sterling's daddy? Wan-Bissaka?
Because he's that. What?
Oh, okay. Because I was like thinking, what do you mean by that? But nah, bro.
Nah, but
I take.
Jez, you were right.
I'm taking Wan-Bissaka.
You were right when
Who are the
Sorry,
other
you
right
said
backs in
that,
this
like-
league, bro? I'm taking the random fullback from
Hey, do you
Fulham.
want to ask me
I'll take him over because Aspilicueta, at least he has leadership in him, bro. Emerson, I don't know what the fuck he has. Like, he has dancing in him, bro. Like, did you guys see his IG stories when he dances around before games, bro? I'm like, brother, go on the pitch and train your crosses. Attack this, bro. He's a wing back that cannot attack, bro. What is the logic? Bro,
Hey.
and I'm like, yo, it is what it is, innit? But
Philip, Flawless will be on. He'll be on in a little bit.
like,
Until then,
Hide,
well, I'm here to suffer.
Huh?
Don't hide, man.
See, this is a bit. My issue is, yeah, I understand that Spence might be maybe young, considering he's only just a little bit younger than Session. But okay, he's young. But bro, he can't be worse than Emerson, bro. Emerson is legit worse, just the worst player in the Premier League. I'm convinced. So,
Nope, Havertz exists.
No, bro, Emerson, bro, I'm taking Milner right now. I'm sorry.
Oh my days.
What?
Oh my god.
That's just bad.
I'm taking everybody. I'm taking everybody in the chat in this panel over Emerson, bro.
Hey, don't diss Peru, man. Don't diss Peru. He's better.
That's
than
what I'm trying to say.
Worse
Are you?
than
Peru's
Peru.
decent, man.
There have been some
I was gonna
decent
say he's probably from
players.
Bolivia or something like that.
Bro, there are probably better players in the streets of Bolivia, in the slums of Bolivia, than him, bro. I don't get it. The guy is so good. See, the funny thing is here, I'm not even mad about the loss today. I'm just asking why number 12 is still on my team. Like, the guy needs to go. Like,
Can I ask you, Jez? When you saw the lineup and you saw Perisic supporting Kane, what did you think?
To be fair, I thought it was interesting. To be honest, that was mine. Because the thing is,
Perisic was actually your best player. I think he had like 2 chances.
I think Kulusevski was our best player because he came on
come on,
straight
man.
away.
Played well when he came on.
He came, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not too mad because I saw not Perisic. I saw Kulusevski play football today. That's for me. It's enough today. But what should I say? Like this, Perisic up front. I felt like he should have just tried to play a 3-4-3. Put Brian Gill on the left, and maybe Lucas Moore on the right, and just play Perisic and wing back because again, there's another BLM guy on left wing back that's destroying my life right now with Ryan Sessegnon.
I think Sessegnon did okay.
Bro, he was bro. This is what everybody says.
Wait, so Jez, are you saying Black Lives doesn't matter now?
At Tottenham, it doesn't matter in my opinion because all of them are trash, innit? Like Emerson, Davinson Sanchez, fucking Ryan Sessegnon. Like, ironically, all of you are black, and I'm saying that, yo, exercise them all black, bro.
Yo, you wild boy, man. Yo, wild boy.
Hey,
No, fucking wild boy, man.
I saw a clip of Emerson crossing the ball in, and I was thinking to myself, bring back slavery because this is insane.
Oh no, bro! Chill out, bro.
No.
That's too crazy, bro. Chill out, man.
No.
And you lot were telling me that it's Twitch. It's not Twitch.
Yo, bro, come on,
I'm
Jez. That's crazy.
I'm just saying the truth because I'm sorry, bro.
This guy's
you
insane.
guys, if you guys at number 12 at your club right now, you would understand my feelings, bro. Ryan
He's
Sessegnon,
bad, but he's not. Big up everyone that's firstly, big up everyone that's locked in. Big up Lewis, the rest of the man for holding it down, much appreciated. I was literally just watching an event. That's why I'm late, but obviously you lot know I'm going to be here. Make sure you bump up the likes, please share it across the socials, subscribe to the channel as well. Obviously, if you are a member, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in regardless, but obviously it's a full panel. A lot's going on today. Chelsea losing to Arsenal, United losing to Villa, Spurs losing to Liverpool as well. That's a crazy thing. When it comes to Kanye and the Kyrie Irving situation, I don't know about Kyrie, and I just don't like Kanye, so I can't really have.
What happened?
A neutral thing.
I can't read the news.
I can't have
Yeah.
Kanye, I don't like. He said too many things that I just can't fuck with, so I can't have a non-biased viewpoint.
That's out of reach, like.
Yeah. So I just don't get involved in that. When you say certain shit, I'm just not with it in it. But that's just me in it. So yeah, man, large up you lot. Yeah, Jez was wilding with what he said. And to Steve, because you mentioned this, I don't know if you man have got to this, but yeah, big up Steve, because about Newcastle being top 4 contenders. All I'd say is I need more than 13 games. The sample size is not big enough. The same thing I have with you lot being top 4 contenders is Arsenal winning the league title. I've seen this too many times. I've seen too many Premier League seasons where teams have had great starts and people get gassed and excited, and it gets added on. So I can't say in it. Like with Newcastle.
Somebody snoring.
I think the biggest thing.
Step away.
I think the biggest thing with Newcastle, I need to see what they're going to do in January. Yeah. Because if they make some good additions in January, then I might feel more confident about additions.
But you know what the crazy part is though about Scott? You can say that. I could say that as a United fan. A Liverpool fan could say that. A Chelsea fan could say that. Not that what you're saying is correct, but we're all 3 or 4 players, good players away from being a bad side. We're all 3 or 4 injuries away from being a worse side. So it's like it's so many ifs and buts.
I think some of us are closer than others. I think some are further away than others.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't get me wrong. You're like 100.
Bro, we're like half a team. We're like half a team at this point.
But the thing is, say you're half a team away, say a couple players hit form and then you go and sign 4 players. That's half a team. You know what I'm saying? Like
Flawless.
it's never. I say this all the time. The sky's not falling. It's never as bad as fans make out, and I don't think it's ever as good as fans make out. Unless you're a Manchester City fan, and they got like 12 fans, so they don't count. Well, that's what I always say. Like, the sky's not falling. Yeah, go on, Brian.
These players at Chelsea getting into form.
Yeah, they're gonna get a cup to punch.
No, when I say getting into form, not necessarily league, but cup. There's no reason why you not count. These are the same players that got you to 2 domestic cup.
No, Flawless. No. It's the same bullshit we do over and over.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about consistency in terms of you not leveling up. I'm just talking winning trophies. These same players.
No. Flawless.
But Brian,
I'm sorry. No, hold on.
These same players. I'm gonna let you land, but did these same players not get you to 2 domestic finals?
Flawless. No, let me land. This is what you don't understand. I'm sorry, I can't scream because it's late and other stuff.
No stress, man.
We cannot win.
Someone got something on in the background.
Yeah, there's something.
I'm mute someone. Let me figure this out.
Yeah, it's better now.
I'm gonna use the word fluke kind of loosely, but we cannot allow our bad league form to be overridden because we fluke a trophy.
Yeah, that's fair.
We cannot do that. We'll win if we win like an FA Cup or something this season. Chelsea fans will forget about this bad run and think we can go again next season and compete for the title. And the same thing will happen over and over and over again. I'm sick of it. No trophies, no top 4. You don't know how dumb this fan base is. They'll do it for an FA Cup. No trophies, no Champions League, nothing. Finish 8th and let people be exposed for what they truly are. That's what I want.
I get that.
Do you know what I think as well? I don't think I actually want top 4 this season. The more I deep it, because like I like we've said it so many times that like the Champions League for these players is a get out of jail free card. Like they'll perform in the Champions League when it's against AC Milan when they need to turn up, or it's against like lesser teams in terms of not as good teams like a Zagreb or a Salzburg. I want them to go a league season where all they have to do is perform in the league and show me what they're made of. Show me their bottle. Like there's no hiding behind winning against a Salzburg or a frigging Sheriff or something in the like Europa League or the Champions League. No, I don't want Europe. Like, show me what you can do in a league because we are dog shit in a league.
Yeah. No, I hear you, and that's what it is like. But Surfer said it best. I think it was at the start of this season. Everyone bar Manchester, and they don't make it an excuse. Everyone bar Manchester City is a cup team. Everyone's a cup team. Like Arsenal can say what they want and try and be like, there's no title race. You know what I'm saying? And when I say there's no title race, nobody believes they can win the title. So how are you in the race? No one can believe.
Wait till City go into City mode, isn't it?
That is my point. Is there's no. If everyone believes that they won't win, there is no race.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's how I'm looking at it. Like, so unless people want to be best runners up and be the best of the rest, cool. Of course, you want better form. I want better league form for my team. I get it. Obviously, your team, Prime, and sure all the other Chelsea fans you lot have had more recent success in terms of cup competition, but that's the best it's gonna get. If you ask a Chelsea fan, what's the biggest trophy you can win? Is the free cups.
No, but like it's annoying because this shouldn't. We realistically we shouldn't have a second Champions League the way we've been. We shouldn't have another Europa League the way we've been. We should have been punished by now. We haven't because certain times we click into form or other teams bottle it, like when Leicester bottled top 4 under Frank, or under 2-goal Leicester again bottled top 4. Like I want these guys punished. I want our fan base to realize what's going on, and that's only going to happen with more suffering. Let's finish 8th twice and see what happens. And unfortunately, maybe Graham Potter might be a casualty of that. It's a shame because he seems like a very nice guy and a good manager. But people need to suffer, and things need to happen.
And I get that. You know what I'm saying to an extent. Nah, I hear that, and it's just more so. Like I say, with you, like it's different. That's why I always just say sample size. So like back to it with Arsenal. The same with Newcastle, because Steve, I know you asked that. I know other people say that, and people love. And in football, especially Premier League, it's storyline driven. It's like WWE. So Newcastle are the new shiny toy. They're the new kid on the block that everyone's flocking to, but no one's really looking at their squad. I don't know how good their squad depth is. You know why? Because I ain't really checked it. I don't know how good Eddie Howe is. You know why? Because he's never been here before. We can have an idea, but I don't know. Are Newcastle good enough to finish top 4? I'm not sure. I don't know if Eddie Howe's that guy. Legit. I don't know.
Plus, they're playing once a week at the moment.
And they're playing once a week. There's so many different variables with it as well. That's why I can't
think it has
say
to do with the quality of teams also in battle with them for top 4 as well. Like,
yeah, which
we're shit.
But it's like
Chelsea is shit.
Okay, so you're shit. How many? So you're shit. How many points are you off Newcastle right now?
I don't even know. I don't even know. Like,
let me check the
fall
table. How
behind
many?
you?
We're
Check the
like
table.
6 points
Okay.
behind. 6 points
Okay,
behind.
so you're 6 points. So
6 points.
you're telling me Newcastle have had a great start to the. So let's actually start looking at Newcastle. How
8
Prime's
points
being
behind
critical of Chelsea. How I would be critical of United. How you would be critical of Liverpool. Let's do this and let's actually be critical. So you just said there, Liverpool is shit. Some of your fan base have turned Klopp out. Newcastle have had this fantastic start to the season, and how many points in the table are they clearing?
27.
I actually don't know. Is it
So
so
they're 8 points clear of Liverpool. How many points clear are they of Manchester United?
That'll be 4
4.
because you're 4 ahead of us.
But
And
they
we have
have
a
a
game-
127.
And we have a
Yeah,
game
we
in
have
hand.
Mm-hmm.
So people will tell you we're terrible.
Wait, does that mean we have a game in hand on Newcastle?
Maybe
Yes.
double checking.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so
Chelsea
you
game
do.
as well.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically you win, draw your game in hand. So Liverpool have had this terrible start to the season. I've been off, and half the fan base want the manager gone or however many. But
It's
yeah,
not half. It's this.
come all right. Well, however many, and come 14 games of the season in, you're 5 points behind them. How big is the gap? If this is Newcastle at their very best and Liverpool at their very worst, and the gap is 5 points, what happens if you lot become mediocre? What's the gap then? If the gap is 5 points,
Nah, hey,
Well,
Why
it's
is the
not
gap-
even that.
what's the gap with United? As bad as people would make you out that we are, and Newcastle are better in squad depth, which I've spoke on many a time, we're a point off them. So if we are this bad, if we are 2 out of 10 and they're at 8, what happens if we get to 5, 6 out of 10? This is what I'm saying. Like, people
Exactly.
always overestimate the top guys. I mean, not the top guys, always overestimate the ops. I was having this conversation on Saeed TV, and Saeed asked, shout out to Saeed on the field, asked about Europa League or Premier League. I was like, go for the Europa League. And shout out to Vaz. He mentioned Sevilla. Sevilla are currently sat in the relegation zone in La Liga. Is that a team I'm supposed to be afraid of? This is my point. But people will hype them up. People will hype up a Juventus side that's terrible. Like, the list goes on. A Barcelona side, I've mentioned it many times before. They didn't get out of that group. That had been my team that failed to get out of that group. Nobody's fairing us. You might have clowning me about that still to this day, if that happened. If we dropped to Europa League from that group, you lot would clown us. So, like, let's start judging Newcastle as a top 4 side then. Let's judge Newcastle how harshly Ryan judges Liverpool, how harshly Prime and Scott and the rest of the Chelsea don't support Chelsea. All of a sudden, it looks different. How have they had this fantastic start to the season, but everyone's still in touching distance? They can still be reached. So maybe they're not as good as everyone's making out, or maybe everyone's not as bad as everyone's making out.
And what people haven't factored for Newcastle, look at Leicester, not this season, but the past few seasons. They're running to make top 4. Those pressure moments, as bad as Chelsea have been, you can say United have been, Spurs, Liverpool, those pressure moments when it matters, these teams will kick into gear and get over the line. Newcastle haven't proved that. All this good run of form means nothing if they end up finishing 6th, 5 points away from top 4.
Yeah, fast, because I'm looking at it. Yeah, because you lot, wait, hold up. Yeah, you lost 6 points off them with a game in hand.
6 point game in hand. Our game in hand against Liverpool.
Cool. Liverpool, as bad as they've been, what you lot are 8
And
points
Fulham.
off them with a game in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we 4 points off them. So no one's 11 points down. No one's 15 points down. But if you listen to people talk about it, you'd think Manchester United are 20 points away from Newcastle. Liverpool are 25 points away. Like, that's a couple wins and a draw, which can happen in this league. Like, but hey, yeah, you know.
I like the last comment. Realistically, that Newcastle at least at top 10, at least top 10.
I'll say top 6.
I think they'll get Europe at the very least.
Yeah,
I think.
probably they might be the best of the rest.
Top 10 is massive. I think top 6 is overachieved for Newcastle.
I don't think it is.
Oh, I was an overachieved when they were in the top 10 last season.
Yeah, they finished 9th or something.
Yeah, that's not
I was going to say, like, I don't know if it is though, because they've got, like, if you look at it, they've got statistically the best DM in the league. They've got, when they're both fully fit, 2 quality strikers. They've got an informed quality winger on his day.
Then they
2
got
actually.
the best defense in the league at the moment.
Like they've got they've got a quality defense, including players that have played in the Champions League or a player. Like they are good enough with the team they've got to get top 6. They wouldn't be.
Yeah, well, see,
Yeah,
but like, because
top six
Pierre
or
said,
something, I agree.
yeah, if we're judging them as a top side, they've lost 1 game in 40 and conceded 11. Oh, that's all well and good, but they've won. But less than they've won less games than Tottenham.
To be fair, they should that
Like,
game they lost.
they've
against
drew
us,
they've
should never have
drew
lost
like
that.
40% of they've drew 6 of their matches. They've drew as many matches as Manchester United.
I can
And
think.
Yeah, they
also,
were winning
it's
a
all
lot
well and
in the first
also
bit of the season. They
good
were
that they're doing that now, and that's fine. But again, the running matters more. Like the run into the season, end of the season, I expect 2 or 3 of Chelsea, United, Spurs, Liverpool to kick into gear and get top 4. I can't trust Newcastle to do that.
because they haven't shown it.
Yeah, because there's no evidence that they can do it.
It's just an evidence thing.
I can think of 11 and 12. That's the only time Newcastle mid-season.
And again, people, I'm not saying they can't finish top 4. I'm just saying I'm waiting for more evidence. They've had a great start to the season as of Arsenal.
We're not at halfway yet, have we? Though.
No, it's
No.
still 5 games to go till halfway.
You're third way. We're third of the way.
Yeah,
About a third, yeah.
absolutely.
One
Like,
way
that's
to
what it
go.
is. Yeah, but yeah, Ray, you said it. Yeah, you can't depend on January. Even not a lot of business gets done in the winter window.
It depends as well as the World Cup comes. Like, if somebody injures that play for Newcastle, like they're literally fucked.
No, right. Do you guys think a majority of people are underestimating the maturity of this Arsenal team? Given what they went through as a squad last season serves as invaluable experience. I think so.
Yes.
Are we
I said this on a stream earlier.
Go on.
If this was 2 years ago, what happened at the end of the game with Granit Xhaka? He headbutts Chalobah there. He headbutts Chalobah and gets sent off.
That he would have lost it. He would have lost his head.
He either headbutts Chalobah or headbutts Kovacic and gets sent off. This is 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he has come such a long way to the point where he is a dependable player for them now, and he's calm and collected. Like that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes from where they've come. Like they've got more to show that they are total contenders. But like, in terms of maturity, these guys are mentally so much stronger than where they were, and the fact that the majority, in terms of the core of their team, are young players, speaks volumes.
Yeah.
What may I ask this? Underestimating them and doing what? Everyone's praised them for doing
no.
well.
The question is, no, he said that we just underestimating the maturity of this Arsenal team. That's what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
but like, what does that mean though? Like,
in terms of what?
For what? Like,
no. So he's saying in terms of like how it could help them go forward this season.
go forward and do what? And that's my question, really.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
like
yeah. You
do
can ask
what?
him. Yeah, you can ask him to elaborate. Yeah, that's fair.
So
That's fair.
see, because if it's a
honestly-
title, go ahead, Prime.
Honestly, I could see this team not even making top 4.
Nah, come on, that's too.
Nah, they're making top 4.
They're
They're
definitely top four.
one of only 2 guaranteed.
Hold on. They should. Like, I agree they should, but there is a reality where they don't make top 4, and I see that being very possible. I see that being very possible.
I don't know anymore. Like the fact that they lost to United, where like I can't remember the game. I don't know if it was deserved or not, but they lost against United and it didn't affect them. They turned around and literally battered the next 3 or 4 teams they faced.
This is one thing I do say.
Passing every test.
This is one thing.
They could have lost to us today. They could have lost to Chelsea today, and it wouldn't have made a difference. Like it would have made a difference in terms of they didn't pick up 3 points, but I don't think it would have made a difference in terms of they genuinely could have just won their next game, and I wouldn't have been surprised.
This
Like,
is one
that's
thing
the
I do
difference
say about
between where they're at now to where they're at before.
This is the one thing I do say about Arsenal. Like that, after that Man United game, usually you would think these guys would just crumble. No, like you used to see them all the time. They just continue doing the football, and then like you see, like Arteta, you got these guys playing football, and you can see like there's the full trust with the players believing in what he's doing. You see a lot of people question his way of how he handled the Saliba situation, me included, because I think that Saliba's a good player. And you see how he's turned around now with Saliba. Of course, we can all say, let's see in the end of this season. what they're gonna go on to what they do, because that's why it's a good thing that Matas asked, like, what does he exactly mean with that question, like in terms of leading on to goal. But I think that there has definitely been some maturity in this. This team has matured over the years under Arteta in terms of like dealing with high pressure, how to deal with big losses, how to bounce back. And I think they've shown it very well this season, continuing as well. They're playing twice a week. No, that we always said last season, let's see how you guys deal with twice a season. Of course, it was the group stages. Arsenal usually do well in the group stages in the Europa League. Let's see how they do when they get at the end of the season, when they have to get further in the cup competition. How much further they go into a Europa League, and then you have to, how Arsenal fans would say, yeah, they can compete for the league title. Okay, let's see if you can deal with making it late, make a late run to the Europa League, late one into the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, and then also the league. Can you deal with that pressure? This is, I think, this is the next level of maturity they have to reach and see how well they can deal with that. But there's been definitely some maturity in this team in terms of like just dealing with pressure better than they used to.
Flawless, can you bring up Lengen Sweet's last comment?
What time? What's the time?
It's the last comment posted.
This one, 158. This thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
Yeah,
the
that
majority
one.
thing, right? I think because Arsenal ain't gonna win nothing, we just giving them imaginary trophies. That's how I look at it. There's no one.
Man City,
Man City, like
no
they
one believes that they're gonna do
titles
anything.
again.
Yeah, exactly. That's my
They
point.
ain't even gone into City mode yet. Like Pep, because you've got Pep. Like he ain't losing this title to
But
Arsenal.
this is the thing.
But I
Arteta
have said
already.
if Pep leaves at the end of the season, I think Arsenal will win the league next season. If Pep leaves,
Pep is not going to leave till next season.
he's not signed a contract yet. He leaves at the end
Yeah,
of the
but-
season.
No, that depends on who they get. If they get a quality manager, I could see them still winning.
Yeah, but you can't go. You can only go down from Pep in it. You can't.
Yeah, you can only go down, but that
Yeah,
gap,
but
the
it
gap
doesn't mean-
between
He's put the
City,
right. He's put the
the gap
structure in.
between City and Arsenal is still there, regardless of who's managing.
Can I just say
Yeah,
something?
I think
Can I
it's
just say
better
something?
than
It's really pissing me off with City fans, man. Grow some balls, man. Jesus.
I know.
My,
4
I know, man.
times in 5
I'm
years.
so scared. I'm
And
so
this-
scared.
like-
scared of Arsenal, man. You've won the league. You've won the league back to back with no striker. Shut up, man. Jesus.
You know what? You know what? annoys
Surfer,
me
you
as
know what it
well?
is before you go. You know what it is, Surfer. They're the homeless guy who got rich, and they still
Yeah.
don't know how to act. They still act like they're
Yeah.
homeless in it.
I think it's
Like,
because
yo,
Nah, flawless.
No,
you know
but
what?
flawless. They've been rich for a decade.
yes, but
This
they've been
isn't like
shit. But they've been
rich-
shit for longer, fam. You know what I'm saying? They've been shit pretty much their entire history.
Flawless. If I've been rich for a decade, do you think I'm going to remember when I couldn't afford to pay my gas bill?
You might not, but I'm saying City fans are like that. You gotta understand.
Yeah.
This is ingrained
Look
in their
at-
DNA.
look at this.
This is you gotta understand. This is passed down from generation to generation. So you, as a new age City fan, your dad's you know about your mom and dad have been telling you that generation. Aunts and uncles have been telling you, and grandparents as well. That's why Jan
it's
acts the way.
trauma,
You know who's a
trauma.
prime example of this? Talk to
Jan.
Jan City, because she's
Jan.
been there. She's old
Ah, yeah,
enough. She
true.
old as shit. So she's been
It's
there.
true.
Jan
like when
shook
they-
her like literally every
Fucking
team.
why
You
is
know-
that
Hey.
like
you
a
know
silk
why?
hand?
Yeah, Jan is
You
literally
know,
shook
you,
of
know, you know
everything.
why that is? Because she remembers them in Division 2 playoffs against Gillingham. That's why. You know what I'm saying? She's been
Hey,
there. You know what I'm saying?
Jan. Remember, I backed you here. Yeah, I wouldn't take that.
You
Flawless.
want to take
Shut
what?
up,
She is
bro.
old as shit. Oh, I wouldn't back you. Sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
No, but
I watched
flawless.
that game.
I was saying.
Flawless.
Talk to
What's
me.
that game?
You
You
know
She
what
was
it
in the
is with-
prequel to Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Like she old as shit. So she's been there. You know what I'm saying? In the early 1900s. Go on, fam.
If Arsenal, like, if City somehow let Arsenal win the league this season, it's not going to happen. But let's say Arsenal do win it this season.
Yeah, we
City
take
have only got
we
the
strip
cells
Pep
to
of all his
blame.
titles and that. You know what I'm
Strip
saying?
Pep.
City have only got the cells to blame because they've been their feeder club. They gave them the manager.
I'm sorry, no,
They gave
man,
him
what we do?
Jesus. They gave him Zinchenko. They've been their feeder club.
All I'm saying is, bro, if they do let Arsenal win the league, all I'm saying is, bro, Pep is not the greatest of all time.
Oh, Pep-
Fergie's
Pep's out.
season.
Bro, he is,
Oh.
bro. Let me say, can I say this? Listen,
Go on.
again, going back to Millie's point on maturity, blah blah blah. What a trophy! I'll ask each and every single one of you: do any of you here believe Arsenal is going to win the league? Do you
No.
believe that?
No.
Exactly.
No,
Then
nobody.
what are
does.
we? What then?
Nope.
What is this? Even
But
this maturity? No. 1 second.
Yeah, go on, Tazo.
Even this
Go on.
maturity is what? Finishing top 4? That's it? They're not going to do anything
the
in
whole
Europe.
set the rest,
Look
yeah.
at their history in their club. They don't have any European trophies whatsoever. So even if they mature, even if they play the best football we've ever seen, better than Cruyff's total football, better than the Jinga, the Pele and them played. They could do all of that. But if they still don't win nothing, who gives a fuck?
But you know what it is?
We agree,
But Taza, that goes back to my point. That's why people will, and you'll hear me say this, people will give them the imaginary trophies. They play the best football. They're more mature than they were. Because you gotta understand, this is the best Arsenal side we've seen probably since like Prime Wenger.
Yeah, it's like since they won the last
like this has been the best. So people ain't used to it. So it's like, Arsenal are actually doing something and they're playing good football and things like that. But that's why you don't hear that for any other top side. No other top side gets that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's trophies, but with them, because they don't win no major trophies, they've never won a champs, they've not won a Premier League since 2003. They're gonna get these imaginary. Oh, they play the best football. They've been the best team in the leagues this season. They can challenge Manchester City. They can be in a title race with Manchester City. Blah 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 and all this. But nobody, but you're spot on, Murtaza. Nobody believes they can do anything. Not even in Europe.
Flawless. Do you remember in the?
Go on, Bram.
Do you remember in the early 2000s, or the late 2000s to early 2010s, Arsenal were called the Barcelona of English football.
Yeah.
It's the best football in the country, and yet they went on a trophy drought. Like, it's all well and good saying you have mentality or you play good football. Yeah. Win a trophy, win something, prove it.
Absolutely. And
but that's why I'm saying that I need to. That's why I'm saying I need to know exactly like what is Ray really talking about, like in terms of like the content of what he's trying to talk about. When
he's saying.
Like, I think there's two things of. I think there's two things of being more mature and can this majority go and win them the trophy. I don't personally believe they will win the trophy. I told you the other day, Flawless. As of right now, I believe they're just Tottenham under Portugal, which is play good football, being up there, but don't win shit. So for me, I need to see it obviously. But do I think there's been a little bit of matureness in the team? Yes, I do believe so. But that doesn't mean I believe they're gonna win shit this season. They could end up like us, except they just get in top 4. We get in the Europa, but trophyless. And this is going to be very interesting to see. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to the end of the season to see where everybody's at. Exactly, because then we can really and truly judge where everybody is and what we're wrong about. Because I mean, see, for me, I didn't need to wait to the end of the season to tell everybody that we're not title contenders. But the issue is we needed to get to the point so people can believe that we're not. No people see the shit what's going on. And I told man already, but obviously. Man will use certain things as injuries and that when you can see your play style. But then again, let's see where we are at the end of the season. Like, certain people just need to prove me wrong. I said we're not making top 4. Let's see if these people are right. They tell me we can make top 4.
Yeah, that's first. No, that's first. And to Time to Shine, who says, but I think if they sack off Europa, they're in a great spot in the league. Do you not? They can't afford to sack off Europa.
They don't have that
luxury. They need a trophy. They're like Manchester United. Like, they not in no position, especially a European trophy, considering they don't have one in their history. I think they don't have.
No, they don't have the Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah, but that's
so they have a defunct
Great Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah, they have a defunct cup that don't even exist no more.
That's a great cup.
Yeah, like they got the I think they got an Interfairs European Cup as well, which is like.
I can't lie, I never heard of it.
I don't know. Let's ask Jan. She was probably there at the ceremony.
Yeah. Jan was there. Hey, Jan, if you listen, hold that, you fucking prick.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that this whole mentality shit is coming from Ray Millie, who's a Liverpool fan? Because that's all they are, apparently the mentality monsters that led to one fucking league. That's what it is. And the definition of mediocrity.
Tazu, you're spitting when people don't have trophies to back up. You know what I'm saying? A player. That's why you hear it. Jez will say this. Conte. What is Conte defending? Oh, he instills a mentality. I'm saying he's good for your club. He demands a lot from players. He demands a lot from the board. That's Jez. What does he want Conte to win? You heard it with Klopp. Mentality monsters. How come City don't get that? Yet they've won 4 out of the last 5 leagues.
Exactly.
Like, are they not the mentality monsters?
Ray Millie, you keep saying walking before you can run, but their destination is a dead end. Where are they running to? To nothing.
They are.
Hold on. Let me just say, Ray Millie, maturity does not equate to trophies. That's bullshit.
Exactly, bro.
No,
That's true. That's true because what's it called? Because from personal experience, I can say the Spurs team that we have under Poch, there were a lot of experience in that team. A lot of them play at high levels in certain competitions like the World Cup, like Champions League final. But what did it brought us to? Nothing, bro.
Look at it, bro. Let's take Liverpool into example, right? Liverpool have made 3 Champions League finals since 2018. They tried to play champagne football, good football for 2 of those, and they lost to Madrid. The one time they became a terrorist and surrendered 70% of the ball to Tottenham, they won. Look at Arteta. All the good football he's being praised for. The one time he played like a terrorist, he won the FA Cup playing a back 5 during the COVID season. So all this good football, mentality monster bullshit don't mean shit if you don't win nothing. So, I mean, I'm not surprised, Millie. It's coming from you because you're a Liverpool fan. You're used to this. This is what you have to do to justify your mediocrity and the fact that you've underachieved and been dog shit under Klopp compared to what you should have been. Because Pep's your daddy. That's why. I hear you. Keep going.
Pep is daddy, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Bro, Liverpool, bro, he is, bro.
And he's the dad that uses the extension cord from to beat them up every time. Like it's crazy, fam. I'll be honest. Like I never want to have that second place reputation that they have, bro. I'm sorry.
I may be an idiot, Ray Millie, but you know what I also am? Correct. So I know the truth hurts. Hold that.
That was a bar, man. Ray Millie, quite bad.
You lot continue. Yeah, you lot continue to get your questions in before we close out. There's over 50 of you lot locked in, which is sick. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Yeah, go on, Joes. Shoot.
Can we just admit, bro, that Kocheski is top 3 right wing in the league, bro? I just need to say it, man.
If you want,
he's not better than Anthony.
You piss off, man.
Nah, he's not better than Anthony.
What is this, man?
He's better than him, bro.
He got Ahmed.
Ahmed is here.
How are you doing?
We haven't heard
turn your camera on. Yeah, we need a whole, breakdown of the game.
No. I just came home. I just,
came home, but you jumped on. Talk.
Yes, I'm gonna talk in it. So, listen, I'm not surprised. If you saw what my prediction, I wasn't. I was just saying we can maybe get a draw. But the reality is, man, we already know, man, with these players, we weren't gonna win. So I don't know why I was surprised. It's just that, obviously, the one thing that a lot of people used to hype up was the fact that when it's the big games, these guys, they will step up. Well, this was a big game for them, and they didn't step up. So, these guys, they're getting played in their so-called preferred positions, Barring maybe you could argue maybe like starting, for example, but Mount's getting played in preferred position, Havertz getting played in this so-called preferred position, and they're not doing anything. So we can only say so much here when there's been 2 managers that have come and the same shit is happening. So I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed. I just carried on with life after that 1-0 win, and you know what, man? I'm just saying, I hope that this does not become. What's it called? The sorry week for Potter. I said this like last week. I said this before the game that this could if we if things happen that we lose the next 3 games, it's going to be his sorry week where we lose to Arsenal, we lose to City, and then we lose to Newcastle. That would be a sorry week taking place straight away.
All right, first, big up to CJ, who says these late night shows get me through the night shift. Big up the panel. Big up to you as well. Ahmed does sound depressed, but big up Ahmed. Flawless, if United don't win a trophy this season, will you start feel concerned that there could be a mentality issue? Winning 6 years is a long time. It's not a mentality issue with the Manchester United team. It's a talent issue.
It's just not. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is one thing I want to talk about this. Well,
I know exactly where you're gonna go with this. Go on, Jess. Go on.
Because it's a thing just in England, bro. I feel like it is because I never heard when I talk to the German fans. It's never a thing of mentality. They were just called out how it is, and reality is dudes are just not good enough. This is simple. It's not. It's a lot of things I see at Tottenham. Made us say like when we went down 1-0 to Marseille at halftime, people saying they don't have the desire, they are butter jobs, they don't have the mentality. What are you guys talking about? These guys are just not that good. That's the reality. Yes, we made the comeback, fluke comeback as well, in my opinion. But the reality is here, these guys are just not that good. I don't know what this mentality. I don't know even if these guys had the mentality. What does it? Their football mentality, their footballing ability doesn't make them better players. It's about there's a mixture. There's a mixture of having the mentality, but also having the ability. If you don't have ability but the mentality, it doesn't matter. You still shit.
Like it obviously it helps having the correct mentality, but yeah, with United, the biggest issue with Manchester United, if we don't win a trophy this season, I'm looking at it and going, "Why? It was the mentality." No, it's a skill thing, because the skill, to me, the skill is there. You know what I'm saying, to win trophy, whether that's a year, because we have enough talent to. We no way United should have went 5 years without winning something. No major, of course. Like forget the major trophies. There's no way. When everyone around us has picked up stuff, I'm like, we can definitely go and pick up a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup. I'm sorry. Like that's the best. And then players are good enough to do so over a 5-6 year period. Are they good enough for a Champs or a Premier League? No. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'll never be like, oh my God, I can't believe we didn't win the Prem. No. I'm saying, but this season I'm looking at it. We're a cup team.
Exactly.
Like
no, it's not even like a disrespect.
Yeah. Now you spot on. Like I look at the manager, I look at the current players we have and the improvements we made. We're good enough to be that. You know what I'm saying? In that we're good enough to go in and win a trophy. This is why again you'll hear me say it, and I will continue to say it, Europa League. We're good enough to win that. I'm sorry, people are saying the team 18th in the league can win that competition. We can. I'm sorry, like otherwise.
I was going to say a team 18th in La Liga and have won one game in like 8 under their new manager.
Scott, that's the team people will say is cold, and I should be afraid of.
Just to respond to what you said about this isn't a problem in Germany. The reason why is because in England, at least with the media and the big clubs anyway, people will vastly overhype average mediocre players.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I said as well. Like it must be an English thing, because again, like that's why even when you listen just to people like the people in the news, they're talking about guys. The first thing that I always hear saying is like, "Yo, do these guys have the mentality? Maybe the guys are just not that good."
Do you have skill? Like
Exactly.
That's what I need first and foremost. Because one thing that I lack, like not being the best mentally, is having elite skill. That's what you can do. Like people will criticize Mbappe and say he has a bad attitude, all this and that. Guess what? He helped his team win a World Cup.
Yep.
So I'll take that skill set. And there's many players in the past who didn't have quote unquote the best mentality. But guess what? They were skillful. I'm saying there's people, it's well known certain top players who are bad trainers.
Oh, yeah, Hazard.
Eden Hazard was shit. Eden Hazard was a terrible trainer.
Terrible trainer. Still one of the best Chelsea. Still one of the best. If you're a Chelsea fan of a certain age, that's the best player you've seen at your club. He helped you win multiple Premier Leagues.
Wow, that brother was hooping.
He didn't have an elite. Hazard didn't have an elite mentality. But guess what? He still delivered for Chelsea. You know why? Because he has elite skill. That's why.
Or even just in basketball, when you see AI, bro, this guy literally came onto the news and say, "Practice? Are we talking about practice?" Let us say, like, bro, the guy is just still, I'm come on, I just pull up to the game, hoop, and just go home, bro. Like, what do you want me to do about mentality, bro? Training, good attitude. No, like, of course, you want to be training well and all this type of stuff. You want to be improving in that, but yo, what's about your ability first? Because certain players just don't have it in them. Okay, if there's a player that has it in them, yes, you can maybe question their mentality in them. But first and foremost, do you even have the skill? Do you really have the potential and the application about you as a player first to even see, okay, you know what, there's something here, we can work with it, but we may have to work on your attitude, we may have to work with the way you train everything. Well, first it's all about have you got it in you in the first place. When people talk about everybody doesn't have the mentality, I don't know what you're talking about. The guy just asked, bro.
Yeah, he just don't have. Look at his attributes as a centre back.
That's the thing. It's like you look at like with the United thing. You look at like you've either got or had so many players that have the mentality. They're just garbage. Dan James, his mentality was great. He's just shit.
Fantastic.
Like
Yes.
Alanga, his
Yes.
mentality top tier. He's just average as like all hell. Like these players are just garbage. Like for example, you look at Chelsea as well. Mason Mount's mentality, you can't question. He's just shit. Like you look at like Azpi's mentality, his quality.
For real, bro.
He's just garbage. Like I'm sorry, he's just shit.
Bruno for man.
Yeah, like I never questioned Bruno in terms of like
Jadon Sancho.
He's trying, you know what I'm saying? But people
Fuck you, Surfer.
and to answer Peter your question when you say why do guys think Manchester United mentality is the problem, the players are terrible, because people just want to overcomplicate simple things rather than just say this player is not good enough. Rather because then people actually have to admit, Peter, that some of their favorites ain't it. That's what it is.
And it's only and flawless. It's only a thing. It's only a thing in English football. You don't see that anywhere else.
That's true, because we overhype people that their mental attributes. But go on.
The same people that will call out mentality will also say Dalot sucks, Varane's ass, Lissandro's too short, De Gea sucks, Casemiro's old and washed and he's only here for a vacation, Sancho sucks, Anthony, Anthony sucks, everyone sucks. And then, you're not winning trophies because of a mentality issue.
Yes.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
There
to
you
Marcelo
go.
said this makes no sense. He says maybe if Man
Fuck
United
you,
had better
Surfer.
maybe if Man United had better mentality, they wouldn't have so many flops at their club. That has nothing to do with it. Because the players don't choose the players that come in. That's just bad management.
Flawless. No, Marcel's right. If Liverpool had better mentality, they wouldn't have allowed Pep to have 4 titles in 5 years. Let's be real.
Talk about it.
Maybe these guys
That's the thing as well. Go, just on that, on Liverpool, the so-called mentality monsters, right? Yeah, they had great mentality, but they also had talented players, for fuck's sake. Like they had Mane, they had Firmino at his best.
Yes.
They had Fabinho at his best. They had Van Dijk, arguably the best defender in the world at the time. Like they had, I can't remember who else that, like Trent at his best, Robertson at his best. It's not like they were dealing with meaty players who just had great mentality. Now these players are still talented.
Yes.
Like they're still good enough to win titles anyway.
Facts. Like 100, and people really overestimate mentality. Is it needed? Is it a nice trait to have? Yes, but it's not the be all and end all. Because when you go and scout a player, what's the first thing you do? Watch him in a game. That's what you do. You don't sit down and have a chat with him or go to dinner with him and find out what he's like as a person. No, you watch him in a match. And then after you watch him in a match, then all the other stuff is afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And that's all afterwards. Like your other half in it. If you're approaching, the first thing you're going to see when you look out, you know what I'm saying, our girl is how does she look? You don't like how she looks, you're not going to approach her. Now you might 100%. Approach her and at first how she looks and realize she's a dick. You know what I'm saying? And she don't have the right mentality. Then you keep it stepping. Like that's how it's the same with football. But people want to overestimate this thing and that. And Marcel, you missed your own point because you said Man United is a graveyard, players go there and their careers go downhill, poison chalice. What's that got to do with what you said? That has nothing to do with what you said.
That's a cheap shot, man.
It has nothing to do with what you said. Like you gotta do better with them cheap shots. You know what I'm saying?
Marcel, we still have more trophies than you post segregation, so hold that.
But yeah, to Steve who says if you guys are Newcastle
First segregation. What is going on here?
No, he said after. Let me get to this. If you guys were Newcastle fans, would you take an FA Cup this season or top 4? Considering we haven't won a trophy since 1956, you're taking the FA Cup.
I'm taking the trophy.
Yeah, everyone taking the trophy.
Because if you win the FA Cup, you could still get into Europe.
I was gonna say if you win the FA Cup, you're guaranteed a Europa League spot.
It's not only that. It's getting a group of players to understand what winning something means.
Yep.
Okay? Same with us in 2005. Mourinho always credits us winning the League Cup first as getting that into the players' minds of how it feels to win something. That's what it is. You always want to win. Finishing fourth is great. Woo, whoop-de-doo. Yeah, Everton finished 4th one year. What did they do? You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't mean anything. I mean, fourth is no better than fourth is just like second. It doesn't mean you don't win the league. Still win something and build.
I've been trying to say, fam. For me, this top 4 last season, cool that we got it, but realistically, that didn't give me like a drove in my cabinet. For me, the way I only looked at it is like adding to the squad. That's it. I didn't look at it as like a way of
You would have took the Carabao
we're
Cup.
gonna go and because we truly people ask me like during the Jose time, would you rather have? Because I remember at the time we could have gotten top 4, and I thought and the question was, would you rather go and just focus on the final and just drop the top 4, or you just transfer top 4 and just drop the cup? I said, bro, I'm taking the cup because really and truly, yeah. What's gonna change when you're gonna be the top? You're gonna finish top 4 and do what? We're not gonna go and win the Champions League.
Exactly.
So for me, it's like let me just have the trophy there. Let these guys feel what it feels like to just be winners at sometimes because these guys are supposed to be losing so much.
Especially a club like Spurs that hasn't won a trophy in so long. Winning something means more than just getting Champions League football again. Like, for example, look at Roma last season. They finished 6th when probably realistically they could have probably dropped out of the Conference League by like the round of 16 or so and really pushed for top 4. But they got to the final, they won, and you can laugh and say it's Conference League, but that meant something to that whole city, to that club.
Also,
I
think people massively overrate how important top 4 is to getting players in. Like, this is the Premier League. It's the most watched league in the world. Like, you'll be able to get good players in regardless of where you finish. Arsenal didn't finish in the Champions League and managed to sign 2 players from the league winning team. Like,
You know what?
You might have to offer them a bit more money or try and sell the project a bit more or like promise them a few more things than you would have to do if you finish top 4. But top 4 is not that key. It's not that important about getting players in. It's really not.
I think with that though, I think there is a part of like which club you are. I think with Man United, you always will have the club clout. Same with your Chelsea, same with City, same with Liverpool to an extent as well. But it's like when it comes to Tottenham, bro, it's like it does change things. Like this summer, I wouldn't say because for me the summer recruitment was ass, bro. I don't think these guys used the full extent of what they had to the benefits. But I think for Tottenham, I do think top 4 finishing in the Champions League, and especially as well revenue as well that you get from that as well helps. But in this, considering as well we have like a very shitty chairman as well, doesn't want to spend money. But in the sense of I do agree with you as well because we did buy Romero when we had Nuno as the manager, or actually we bought him when we didn't even know who was our manager, and we were in the Conference League. So I do expect with that. But then even then, I say if you don't finish in the top 4. Bro, that's why you got a scouting team. That's why you got a recruitment team, and you go and recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to Steve again, winning any form of trophy for Newcastle or anybody who has not won a trophy in however long, you ain't won a trophy since the 90s, early 2000s, or before that. Yes, winning a trophy, you're going to take over finishing top 4 or top 7 because it can be the catalyst for something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, your Wiggins and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you're picking winning a trophy. A lot of these teams outside of like the elite, like 6, and then the odd team like a Leicester, most teams haven't won anything in youngs. That's like big clubs. Your Nottingham Forests, your Aston Villas, your Evertons, like sides who have won league titles, sides that have European like history. I'm talking about like in the past. So of course, you're taking Newcastle as well. Like I'm sure Newcastle have won an English league title. I'm not sure how many. But I'm sure you have trophies in the cabinet. Your Blackburn Rovers, like the list goes on. Yes, Timo, what are you saying?
Wigan literally, they just get relegated after they win the FA Cup, and then they still compete.
They'll play in Europe.
Yeah. And I bet they love that. You know what I'm saying? And I bet that they do 100%. But Marcel, I'm still struggling as to what you was talking about when you said the mentality thing. Like at United, like how does that play a part how does the mentality play a part in the players coming into the club? I'm lost because the players don't
mentality
pick.
is merit, man.
Like, the players don't pick. That's just bad management and bad recruitment. You're a Liverpool fan, you should know all about that.
See, the funny thing
you
is,
have 30 years of that.
Your
I don't
mentality
know how old you are, but we move.
For me, your mentality doesn't change the fact that you missed doesn't change that you shouldn't be missing. I don't care what type of mentality you have. If you miss up something, that's not a mentality. That's just you, bro.
Yeah.
You man, I'm gonna bounce, but big up.
Yo, Lewis, down, appreciate it, man. Big up, man.
Love.
Every time,
come on.
Yeah, man. Every time, man. I'm gonna shout you, yeah. All right, love fam. And it was Langas who asked, "Did Manchester City not have the mentality because we can't win the use?" The Champions League is just different.
Yeah.
The Champions
The
League is
majority
just
of
different.
Man City's errors in the UCL have been self-inflicted.
Yeah, I think it's more so your manager. I don't think it's your players.
Pep, yeah.
Because when you lot have got, I said this and I think it was Ryan who made this. I can't believe Ryan made this great point, but it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Defensively is what has let down Manchester City. When you look out, you lot concede too many goals. What was it?
Nah, it's not that.
Of course it is. What do you mean? It's not that. How many goals did he
what it
concede
is?
to Real? How
You know
many
what
goals?
it is?
Go on.
The curse of Yaya Toure.
This guy, man. As we were
They
saying,
will
anyway.
never win.
Continue, Flores. Continue.
Inshallah.
I knew this guy was going to say this.
You're right. It wasn't taking Kevin De Bruyne off. It wasn't taking Kevin De Bruyne off to not see out the game.
How many goals did they concede against Real Madrid over those 2 legs?
I think like 7.
So they conceded 5. They conceded 5.
7.
Your mob.
Is it
5?
Is it 5? See what I'm saying? That's too much over. How
5
many did they
because
concede?
5-4.
No.
All right, so it was 5 or 6 to the point. All right, so it was 5 or 6.
Yeah.
My point is, how many was it when it was your mob, Jez? When it went out to you lot? What was the score? Was it not like 5-6 on Icon or something?
It was 4, right?
5-6. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So it was 4 or 5 games
Jez.
over 2 legs. 4 or 5 goals over 2 legs. Like that's too much. Like too often when they've gone out in Champions League ties, you can't be conceding 4, 5, 6 goals, and you're an elite level club. Like that's gonna catch up with you, despite going forward. Should they have knocked out Real Madrid last year? Absolutely.
Yep.
And yeah, you could say they missed chances, but they scored enough. I'm saying
The funny thing is we
Scored
still
5
consider
goals.
and the thing is even with despite all these butter jobs that they had over these years, we still consider them top 2 team for the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's not because we look at the ability that the team have and the manager. Which is the thing.
I think it's just a competition. People don't want to have the conversation. That's not a mentality. Pep struggles in the Champions League, but people don't want to have this conversation.
Yeah,
Pep struggles in the Champions League and has been struggling in the Champions League ever since he left Barcelona.
And
Don't look at his stint at Bayern Munich. Bear in mind, the manager before him and then not the manager after him, but the other manager were both on quads.
Talk about
People
it.
don't want to have this conversation. Two managers.
About it.
And you're supposed to be the best. You want a quad like on sextuples, man of oneness. Like what's going on? Someone moved the mic away. Someone's got the mic.
Someone's mic. Yeah, but that's why. But this is the thing, Flores. That's why they go to the mentality thing as an excuse to say that Pep's just been battling in Europe. Bro.
Yeah, like that's big up Regal. That's just on him. But again, because it's Pep and he's one of the greatest managers of all time, which he is. People don't want to have that conversation. That's not mentality. That's skill.
Yep.
Because navigating the Premier League and navigating domestically is different to navigating champs. That's why you see it takes team. This is why he's failed in that competition at Manchester City. And there's a difference between failing and underachieving people. You can say other managers underachieve. People say, Sir Alex Ferguson underachieved in Europe. I agree. He did.
Mm-hmm.
He underachieved. We should have won that competition more than we did. Well, he didn't fail. Currently, Pep is failing right now at Manchester City. And you have all the best tools available. You failed at Bayern Munich in Europe. Bear in mind, 2 managers around you succeeded.
I think it's only United, right, in the league that have won the league and the Champions League at the same
Marcel,
time.
Before you go, nobody said man are talking like mentality played no part. Nobody said that. That's you. You not listening. Nobody said that. Go on, Ahmed. Carry on.
I was just saying that winning the league and the Champions League at the same time is quite hard. I think in our current modern day period, it's only like United, I believe, have won both the Premier League and the Champions League in the same year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah, it's very
juggernauts. We did that twice as well.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Talk about it.
But it's very. I'm just saying, in general, it's quite hard to do both.
Yeah, it's very tough. This is why you don't see it often. This is why you see Liverpool fall short. This is why you see this great Manchester City side fall short. This is why you see Manchester United sides in the past fall short. You've seen Chelsea sides, you know what I'm saying, fall short. We've seen Arsenal sides fall short. Like that shit's not in the word to Saeed. It ain't easy. Because if it was, everybody would do it.
It's not easy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy. Like if it was that easy, everybody would do it. But people talk like it's easy to do in that. Like it's not.
No.
Like it's not.
Jeez,
Yeah, see, yeah, and Peter, they broke the mold. Yeah, the only team to outscore teams on the way to a European Cup recently is Madrid. Yeah, because it's not the norm. Like and they had an insane Karim Benzema.
Who's now injury prone.
He had the run of all. I've never seen a run like it before.
The best campaign
That's why
you've ever seen.
Yes,
That's what
it's
he
Best
wanted.
probably
single
the best.
season campaign we've
It's
ever
probably
seen.
the best campaign we've ever seen. So
And he
that's
won
what
the
it
Ballon
took.
d'Or for
It
it.
took us to see something we've never seen before to get them to that. Like that's
The
not
only
the
other
norm.
one I could think of was Ronaldo 16-17. That's it.
But he did have an incredible team around him. But I hear your point.
Yeah, like, but you know what I mean? Like that's all I can think of. But bro, that
Oh, the one at
campaign from
Madrid.
Benz is just
Yeah, and Telenga too says I never blame defense personally because the fact if you keep missing chances, some point other team will score. But if my attack or my defense do their job, then it's calm. I'm sorry, if I'm an attacker in a team and we score 5-6 goals over 2 legs and we don't go through, I'm looking at my defense. I'm sorry.
Like
I don't
the
care
first
if we
one-
missed bare chances in both games. If we score 3 goals in the home game and 3 goals in the away game, that's on the defense.
Yeah,
That's
I
on the
agree, 'cause
defense. I'm sorry.
that,
Yeah,
that
go on,
when you
James.
go, that obviously it was brilliant individual brilliance by Rennie for that goal that he scored, where he just literally from the halfway line. But goals like this shouldn't be happening. It was just, the game was at home. Really and truly, when I'm scoring 4 games in the semi-final of a Champions League at home in the first leg, I'm like thinking second game we shouldn't really look to lose the second leg. But the problem is they let 3 concede, so you pretty much gave Madrid a lifeline. So pretty much your attack did the job on the day. Yes, you could have scored more, and certain chances were missed, but they scored 4 goals. You just couldn't defend. You couldn't just hold on to, just keep them only to like 1 goal or just even a clean sheet. If you keep a clean sheet or just 1 goal, I don't think it makes the comeback because it's just too many goals. It is the chance, but it's much more difficult than just having to overcome a 1 goal deficit.
Yep. And legit, that's it. And Ray said, what have United and Tottenham navigated recently? In what sense? I'm lost. Like, what do you mean? I'm lost.
What's the question again?
He said, Ray just said, what have United and Tottenham navigated recently? But I don't know what he means. So I said, elaborate.
I don't know.
I mean, you guys just navigated the Europa League, for example.
Huh?
Yeah, and like even if you're gonna make fun of Tottenham, like, isn't it this 2019, right? When they went to the final,
Yeah, they got
right?
to the final.
Yeah, so they navigated something within the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was going to say, like, you look at both of those campaigns as well. Like from a United perspective, it wasn't mentality that let them down; it was their manager being shit. And it's like with Tottenham, it wasn't mentality that let them down; it's the fact their big players didn't turn up. Kane ghosted, like Son ghosted. Like, they didn't turn up.
Exactly. Obviously,
he was injured though. He was injured, no?
Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, Kane came back from an injury. Me personally, I said Port shouldn't have started him that final. Maybe Primo on, but you shouldn't have started him in that game. I felt Mora should have just started the game off. We got not just only because of the hat trick, but just in general, just get somebody in that it has at least minutes in the leg. So it wasn't a thing of these guys just didn't have the bottle in them. No, it's just weren't good enough on that day. That's it. Like of course, and then you see because the thing is here. One thing I do say is I do think the penalty thing was a thing as well, because I remember listening to a Korean Trippier interview not too long ago where he was even talking about how that penalty that happened and Liverpool scored that literally fucked everything up in terms of game plan, in terms of like them not mentally, but like these guys were just shocked because like how did we just concede this quick in the final? But I wouldn't just. But yeah,
that was prime. You on you. My bad. I was just trying to figure out who was. Carry on.
I just have to say that these guys just. But instead of that, I just think these guys just didn't turn up on the day. If we turn up like we used to turn up in the first half of that season, well, we went in the game and have a Champions League now, but we just didn't. I'm not gonna say the mentality was an issue. Even these guys say dispersiveness in them. No, it's not dispersing. These guys just weren't good enough on the days. Or when we were in certain situations where we could have won something, and people in this country want to go to this mentality thing. Is these guys just don't have it. The club mentality. They don't. But no, we just don't recruit, bro. And then these guys just don't turn up. That's why when people want to defend, it's because it's weird because they want to use this. They want to use this mentality thing for everybody, but they don't want to use this for Kane. For Kane, this mentality thing does not. It's the teams. But when we butter something onto people, we buttered something. People want to call out the Sands, Toby, Alderweireld, Van Torgen, and all these man. But King gets supply. Nobody want to talk about his mentality, saying this team is shit. But then when they look at Tottenham all overall, they call them Butler, Spursy, and that. But you know what I mean?
That's true.
People
That's
choose to call what the people want to call. Like everybody is Butlers, but
Yeah, they pick and choose. They're definitely
It's just I don't know, man. Like I've been
That's the
saying,
thing. And like no one on here is saying that mentality isn't important, but people make out like it's literally the be all and end all.
Sometimes it's just not good enough, man. Sometimes it's just not good enough. Let's be real, man.
Yeah, and man is saying, yo, Timo, you're on the what's it called? You're on the advert for the Chelsea City game on Sky Sports. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was on there just in, yeah.
Hey, somebody screenshot that and then send that to me.
I wouldn't go.
Bro, Timo, I saw the.
Timo, I hope they're going to.
I saw the clip.
I don't see the point of going. Like, no offense to Paul, I don't like Manchester as a city, and then it's like I don't want to watch my team get packed 5-0.
Let's go
karaoke again,
Hey, we got karaoke in Manchester, man. Let's roll. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm going for the karaoke, man, in Manchester.
Let's go, man. We gonna go karaoke, man. You go sing something, I'll find something,
Timo.
and it was calm. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Timo, I'll go to the game with you, man. Just pay for the taxi. Pay for the taxi there, the hotel, the taxi back.
I've got two spares.
They've got it.
Taxi from Manchester to London.
I've got two spares literally still lying around like a fish.
Spares, man. Like I said, I'll book you, man, afterwards, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that, like, we'll celebrate the Chelsea win on penalties.
All stopping at
there you go.
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? Let go. What go? Why? What's up? Talk to me, Ahmed. What's up, my brother? My young G.
There's nothing wrong with it, man.
So you said stop it, stop. What, Taza? Why are you laughing?
You're doing like the
why?
I'm just laughing at Ahmed, bro. He's getting triggered.
Man. Let's be real, man.
What's up? I'm being real. I legit think you. Why is it so wild that I think your team can get a result? They're gonna change. You're gonna change. The stadium's gonna be half empty. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
cheering
guys,
you lot
you know the ironic
singing,
thing was, there was an ironic thing that I can't.
We can see you sneaking in.
Say something funny, yeah? The ironic thing is, this game, for example, the Arsenal game, like we cuss people out for saying, passion, desire, intensity, Ironically, that was what was missing.
That's what Timo said in his fan cam as well. Yeah,
ironically, that is what was missing in the game that we were playing as well.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that fan cam, Timo, speaking of that fan cam, I watched it. What did that woman say?
Yeah, I was confused by that too.
I forgot. You can ask Alex about that.
Yeah, I didn't get what she was trying. Was it just a terrible joke?
Yeah.
I can't like, but Flawless, when I was listening earlier to Said's stream, I can't like, was Andy Tate, man, that guy makes me laugh every time, man.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, legend, man.
When you was talking about like when he came through and said like just didn't have the intensity. Oh no. I'm sorry, I might have to watch it back. I was like,
go watch that back. Go check that out, people. On Film Podcast, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Steve says, Flawless, who's Manchester United's most important player this season, in your opinion?
Christian Eriksen.
Yeah, it's probably Eriksen. Like shit. It's probably Eriksen, to be honest. Like, it's key. It's probably Eriksen, I would say. Like, that's what it is.
You see, when he's not performing, how shit we are in the midfield.
Yeah, he's very key. So it's between him. Yeah, it's him. And so Manu says, Flawless, I know we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but please, I need you to push the movement to protect Martinez at all costs. Is the only mentality monster we have. I don't think that's a movement that needs pushing. You know why, Emmanuel? Because that's something I think all United fans are we'll all agree on. I've not seen any United fan criticize him. Like, even though he wasn't at his best today.
Yeah, they love him. Argentina.
Yeah,
that shit got me gassed, yo.
Yeah, he's loving it, man. Proper top red Mertaz over there.
For real, bro. I'm a top red, bro.
I know. I can tell, man.
That chant is ass. I can't lie, man. Like, you need to get a better.
It's fire. It's fire.
Nah, they'll come up. The thing is with United fans, we creative with our chants. We'll come up with something.
No, that has to be better.
He's been so good though. Like he is so good.
What? Like, United.
That's just part of it.
How about
that's
this?
the intro. No. That's just
Chelsea. Shut up.
No, what I'm saying, Surfer, is that's just the intro. You get what I'm saying? In that. Like our chants,
Jez. Come on, you Spurs.
We got the.
I'll be real, bro. I love the Chelsea thing. Like Chelsea. I can't lie. Chelsea.
Jez, shut up, man. I know you don't mean
it. Hey, you know what the best is,
I mean it, bro. I mean it. Yo,
Jez, you know what the best one is? Antonio.
Antonio.
Hey, you know
I
what?
love that.
You know what? I didn't know there was a chance for Antonio from West Ham.
Bro,
Nice.
no,
What
I
I
love
would
that.
say
I
is,
love
yeah,
that.
yo, Surfer, to what you said, like that chant there, the United one, that's just the intro. Our chant slap. We got the best chants in the league.
Oh, yeah.
No,
The one,
That's just instruction. That's
the one
not
that you
chant.
had,
That's
I will say,
instruction.
You
the
like
one you had
assistant
like a
managers?
few years ago with Sanchez and Pogba and the Rashford one, I quite like that one. I do
That
quite like
slapped.
that one.
All our
do
chants
good.
slap.
That's
All our,
all
and
you
when I
had to
say,
be.
and we have so many. We got like an album.
No,
No one
no,
else
it's not
got. We
that.
got a mixtape. We got so many. Like, whether it's current players, whether it's like former players, our chants slap. All of it.
You know what chant I
Kind of
love?
all Europe and all that. That slapped.
I love Viva Ronaldo.
Viva
That
Ronaldo.
chant actually, that was
Cantona
good.
chant slaps. The Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not the Ole's at the wheel, the one before that when he was a player. That one slaps.
I like the Roy Keane one.
The Roy Keane one slaps. The Van Persie one slaps. Paul Scholes.
Yeah, Ten Hag one doesn't now.
You know what I'm saying? And that,
To be fair, I do.
I don't even know what
The one chant I do say about Tottenham that I like is the Kulusevski one. It's very catchy, bro. I love it, man.
Oh, give me a ginger from Sweden.
Yeah, give me the ginger from Sweden, bro. It's too
And
good.
before you go, let me just get to this from Ray. He says, I didn't say it was no be all and end all, but it's important. United's last couple of Premier League wins, they didn't have the best squad, but we had the best manager we've ever seen. That's the difference. We had the most skillful manager.
Man. You got Oli.
When did Oli? Wait. When did Oli win a Premier League? Tell me, Timo. What season was that?
I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Terrible joke, mate. Yeah. Terrible joke.
Hey,
just hold that pillow over your face. How about that?
Guess what?
I'm on Sky Sports. Hold that.
Guess what?
I'm glad you're on Sky. Are you flexing on Sky? Being on Sky Sports? I'm proud of you, man.
I don't know if you want to be on Sky Sports.
Timo, the way you're putting that pillow, does she leave her perfume on it?
I'm just saying nothing will top seeing Timo after we scored. I think
Hey,
against,
don't worry, man. I'll be on
against
Spurs.
Spurs, yeah.
And his big fat head was in the corner of my screen.
Oh man,
that was giving it proper full of passion, man.
He had that away jersey from last year as well. I think he was wearing that away jersey from last year.
One thing I do want to say about the Jokers, though, you know what else a joke is? The Lakers. Fucking bumps, bro. Like, I was watching the game today.
Are we being serious now here?
Yeah, we're being serious. The Lakers are us, yes.
No, I have a Lakers opinion.
Yes, we're being serious. Yeah.
Hold that, Timo. Hold that.
You've watched the Lakers. You know what I'm
So
saying?
who asked that question?
I was on karaoke, bro.
Timo was like, are you joking? You know what I'm saying? And you know what the crazy part is? You know how I know Timo plays dumb? I watched this fan camp. This guy be paying attention, listening, and coming back with actual, like, you know, actual answers to the actual questions being answered. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Informative stuff. And you have, like, you'll state something and you'll have a reason behind it as well. You had the whole Kai Havertz poor touch. I didn't really get the chicken thing, but we moved. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on your analogy.
Do you know how I know?
Over that was spot on.
Do you know how I know? Do you know how I know you were paying attention to that game? Because you put it in the group chat going, I can't believe these bums or something like that. Like they're doing to me on a Sunday or something like that. So don't even try and say you weren't watching it. You were watching it, bro. So don't even try it. Because you gave us the link to the YouTube bit it was on. So don't even try it, man.
Go on, Peter. What are you saying, fam? What are you saying, Peter?
All I'm going to say, if the Lakers continue on their current trajectory, Russell Westbrook's not the first person I'm looking at trading, brothers.
LeBron James.
LeBron, say Timo. LeBron, Raymond.
I'm not going to say any names.
LeBron James, fam. LeBron James.
I'm not going to say any names specifically, but factoring in what it would cost to trade Russ at this point, it's not going to save your season. That's not the first trade I'm looking at making, brothers.
The guy's hooping. I'll be real.
Now, I'm not even saying because Russ has been playing better. That's not the point. Like, let's be honest. Any singular trade the Lakers make for this season, they're still going to be ass. Like, it's fine. Like,
I agree.
Wash your hands of the season and let it go. I'm saying for the future, because if you trade your future assets to get rid of Russ for this season, just to scrap into the play-in tournament, which you may or may not survive, and if you do, you'll get your head bust open in the first round anyways. There's no point in that. There's no point in sinking future assets into a lost season already, right? We know who the Lakers have under contract in the future. I'm just saying, I'm looking at trading one or both of those guys. I proposed it last year. People in the comments got upset at me. Clutch Mafia was like, how could you do that? How could you trade LeBron? I didn't say trade LeBron necessarily, but I would at least think about it. I'm picking up the phone if people are calling me.
Well, the guy looks ass.
They're on track. They're on track to win less than 30 games this season, man. That's what they're on track to. Less than 30 games. So your prediction of 18, that wasn't for the championship, Timo, in your tweet. That's the number of games they might win this season, okay? You know what I mean? 18.
18.
I told you the Mormon white boys in Utah were serious. I told you,
man. They're gonna dunk it. Abercrombie and Finch models, man.
Them Duns are cold still. I see. I was like,
I don't know why they're good. I can't explain to you why the Utah Jazz are good at basketball, but they're good.
Too.
Don't question
They
it.
just hoop.
No one can.
Don't question it. It doesn't make sense.
Imagine getting hooped on by players that were soaking the game before. Crazy.
Hey, look. The thing is, we're talking shit, but Utah busted fucking Bulls.
Yeah, you just lost to the Raptors.
Hey, man,
tonight,
shut up.
You rubbish, man. Why the Bulls?
Taza, did you not lose to the Raptors?
Yeah,
I didn't even watch the game.
I don't blame you in it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, KD's a snake. Hold that.
That's my Lakers contribution. I'm gonna put that question out there. You guys think about it. Like, for the good of the Lakers, I think that's the best solution, man.
But did you see the amount of elbows?
The lowest points they've scored.
Did you guys see the amount of elbows LeBron was shooting out there? Like, bro, this guy's like, fuck. he's shooting those fuck you shots now. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
LeBron is the worst 3-point shooter in the league so far in the season.
132.
Well, he's worse than Pat Bev.
Bro, he's missing.
Making some at least.
Bro, the guy is elbowing mid ranges now. Like those tournaments, like. Bro, LeBron is just looking. It's just not looking good, bro. The guy is literally CR, bro.
Even his layups, man.
Speaking of that, the Clippers played the Jazz in 10 minutes. Sorry, go on, carry on.
Not mention LeBron's names.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about in general, just in general.
That's fine. I just don't want Clutch Mafia and all you like LeBron James stands to be upset at me.
You know what? Fuck Clutch Mafia, man.
LBJ
I'm on side.
Hey, Clutch Mafia, if you want to sign a nigga, shout me, man. You got any opening?
I've never worked for you niggas. Fuck you, Clutch. Fuck you. I'll never work for you niggas.
LBJ_23 and they're gonna come after you.
I will never work for you niggas at Clutch Mafia. It will never happen.
Yeah, whatever, man.
That's a fire name, though.
Yeah, whatever.
I had people proposing an AD and trade. I'm like, let that nigga burn on the West Coast.
Nah, man, it's KD. It's KD to
KD's
the
Pelicans.
Trade Anthony Davis to the Suns. I'm like, we don't need that nigga. Stay over there. Stay over there and enjoy.
We getting KD at the Pelicans, man. We get KD at Pelicans. I'm full-time Pelicans. I don't give what anyone says right now.
Hey, the chip's on its way, so I'll be on my way there too.
Yeah, you join me at the Pelicans.
100%. If the Suns fumble Kevin Durant and he goes to the Pelicans, I'm there. I'm gone.
Like, we're in the bayou, man. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You guys have no idea. I was ready to give up basketball as a concept, and then KD came out and said he wanted to go to my team. You guys have no idea the hope that was dangled in front of me.
I remember, fam. I was there. You know
and we didn't make it happen. I'm just saying,
I remember talking about it, and I was like, yo, the Kevin and Devin link up. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? And
thanks, man. Hey,
with slaps.
Hey, you guys can say what you want about Devin Booker, but we're just trying to play with them. I don't see anybody running over to LA to play with Clutch Mafia. I don't see
it. That's true.
Hey, man, you guys are laughing, but like, let's be honest. Kyrie, for one reason or another, might not be in the league next year. The Lakers didn't want to give him a long-term extension before all this happened. And now all this has happened. On top of that, the niggas is low-key ass. Like, why are we acting like if we replace Russ with Kyrie that the Lakers get magically good?
Yeah, that's
true.
Timo was running this agenda all summer. He's saying greatest zero of all time, but trade him for Kyrie Irving, as if that's going to fix shit. Kyrie Irving got suspended. Brooklyn hasn't lost since.
Hey, respect your 6th man of the year, man.
No.
Shut up, man.
I don't know who you're talking about, but no.
You wish.
He wasn't even good this game.
But like,
he's not in 12th man.
Honest. All of these hypothetical fixes for the Lakers, all of these trade ideas, none of them are going to make them competitive in the Western Conference.
Hey, I'm thinking this. I'm thinking they should do a Utah. Let's do Utah. That's what it should
do.
That's
what I'm saying.
I just get rid of everybody.
Yeah, get 3 random white guys. That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, they already have like Matt Ryan and all these guys.
Get free. Go on.
What is the point with LeBron slaving away in year 21 and AD having to duct tape his back together just to win 40 games?
Yeah, I hate you. Nah, I get you. I'm with
I
it,
already
man.
saw
They
that
should
with
blow it
Home
up.
Alone, man. Don't need
Go
to see
the
it with
Jazz
LeBron.
route and just go get three
Like,
6
bro,
foot,
you
6
might-
foot
you
plus.
might
You know what I'm
actually
saying? Why,
win.
guys? Yeah.
It seems like the Jazz just created a better team by accident.
Yeah,
On top of the fact they have a million draft picks now, they have an actually decent functional team.
It
And
doesn't
guys
make
that want to
sense.
play together.
Like, bro, the team got literally, bro, bumped out of the fucking bejesus, and they got better. Like, I'm looking at these two very funny.
I'm not saying the Lakers will be better immediately if they blow up the team. They'll probably be worse. But like, guys, you don't really control your draft capital. People are trying to pressure you. Clutch Mafia is trying to pressure the Lakers into trading it away to get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, as if that's gonna be a fucking mess.
Buddy Hield,
and like, you're gonna lose, guys. Here's the thing. Here's the fucked up part. You're gonna lose to Phoenix or a team like Phoenix, anyways. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. Let it go. That's why I'm saying, if you're a Lakers fan, go on loan. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Just go on loan, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, however many years it takes them to sort that shit out. Just leave. Surfer left last year. You know the fucked up thing, guys? The Lakers have only won 27 games since Surfer left.
Wow. Surfer left the Lakers when they were 8-6.
They were
last
8-6.
season.
They finished 33-49. They are 2-7. They have been 27-50 since Surfer left. He's not going back for 3 years.
I'm
He's
gonna
not
go
going back for 3 years. 27-50.
Let's go back
For
to
context,
25.
Blazers were like 27-55 last year, and they were actively trying to lose. The fucked up thing is the Lakers are trying to win. They're just ass.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
They're just ass.
Portland.
I don't know why you guys are laughing. I think I said it's wrong.
These guys were trying to be in the lottery.
27-50 since Surfer walked out on this team in the middle of a 3-game win streak. 27-50, guys. That means on average they win 1 out of every 3 basketball game that they play. Keep in mind, a third of the league is actively trying to tank for a tall French kid, and they still can't win.
This guy,
18 rings, man. 18 rings, man.
This guy up top, right? With his middle finger up after the All-Star break, tried to tell me and Flawless, right? But Flawless went, so how do you see the Lakers going? And Flawless probably didn't even think he was going to say, "Oh yeah, it's all right, man. We go 21-4." He went 4-21.
We had the stream. This guy said during the Suns Mavericks regular season stream in January.
Spit out my water.
This guy said, and all of you slimy Lakers fans in the community were roasting me because the Mavericks were up 10 in that game, right? This guy said Lakers 5th seed, and they're going to get to the conference finals. And I said, 5th seed, are you sure? You were literally an 8th. And we're going to go. I said, settle for 7th.
No, but I like the way they go, yeah, well, okay, we'll win anywhere from 5 to 10 games in a row. You couldn't win 3 in a row. What are you going to make it 5 or 10 for?
But guys, think about this. The math is there. You're 2-7 this year. Surfer jumped off at 8-6. He finished 33-49. That is 50, and that's 27-50.
Yep.
27 wins in 77 games. We have sat through 77 games of Lakers basketball since Surfer denounced the team publicly on this platform, and they've won 27 games.
See, bro, the thing is,
and you know the fucked up part, guys? You're 2-7. LeBron and AD are actually trying hard. The defense is one of the top 5 defenses in the league, and you still can't win.
Bro,
if one of them gets hurt, you're screwed even more.
Bro. Because this is the thing I keep trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
we get it.
They actively, bro, Eddie, jump on
that. Eddie, you think it's over? You think it's over? These niggas were up 12 in the first against the Cavs. I took a nap. I woke up there down 15.
Bro, and third quarter, in the fourth quarter, bro.
This reminds me
these
of
guys had a 17-0 run.
The Pacers are doing well at the moment, and they're not even
to turn the game around, bro. I come back and these guys just hooping on these niggas, bro. LeBron is nowhere to be seen, bro. Russ is just, I don't know what the fuck he's on. AD's on the bench.
Improved.
What? A little bit. But I'm like, bro, literally, I see the signs were already there last season, bro. Last season, we were actively trying to lose games, and they were trying so hard to just win those games. This is like your soft.
And you still beat them twice.
I watched the Thunder beat the Lakers in Los Angeles on a random Saturday with like 19-year-olds playing. It is like guys.
The signs were like
35. Oh my days.
Wasn't Allen and Mobley in like foul trouble in the second quarter? Like at the end of the second
I don't know.
quarter?
I was asleep and I woke up and they were getting.
No, like they had like everything going for them. If I was not mistaken, like, I remember watching. I think a bit.
Dude, the Lakers going into the third quarter, the Lakers actually look good, and then they just let the Cavs go on a 17-0 run.
This is what
17-0.
This is what happens.
I've seen the story you mentioned it.
We get it. You can count.
They didn't score for like. And you know the fucked up thing, guys? One of the two Lakers wins is one of the most inexcusable choke jobs by the Pelicans I've ever seen.
100%.
Like, we're not even going to get into how a nigga misses 2 free throws with 1 second left, and you have guys guarding inside the paint for no reason when you're up 3, and then you just shoot a 3. We're not even going to get into like the logistics of how the Pelicans blew that game. We'll give that shit to the Lakers. That's one of your 2 wins. Like, we're on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we will be 3 weeks into the season. The Lakers will lose to the Clippers after losing to the Jazz tomorrow. They will be 2-9 after 3 weeks of the season.
Oh, they're gonna have Kelly Olynyk hooping on them again. Kelly Olynyk,
37, overtaking Kareem, man. I'm going for that.
But who the fuck cares, bro? Who the fuck cares, man? Your team is losing, bro.
He's washed.
You know the fucked up thing about LeBron overtaking Kareem? They're going to be down. Let me look at the schedule. Let me pick a random game because I don't want to. I don't talk nonsense here. That's
unless
not
he
my
scored all
role.
his points for the Lakers, who cares? Doesn't matter if he breaks Kareem.
I don't talk nonsense here, but let's look at the schedule, right? All right. I'll say LeBron plays pretty well. He breaks that record Tuesday, March 7th at home to Memphis. They're going to be down 23 points in the third quarter, and he's going to hit a LaFuck you 3. And people are going to stop the game and pretend to care about this record being broken. They're going to be like fucking 25 and like 36 or some shit. And people are just going to be upset. That's how this is going to be. You know what? Actually, they might not. If they were 25 and 36, they'd be playing almost 500 basketball until then. That probably won't happen.
We'll beat the Nets. We'll beat the Nets. Don't worry.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I see you strong against
Do you remember? Bator, do you remember the last time you played the Nets in Los Angeles?
Christmas Day, right? Was it Christmas Day?
I forgot about that.
You remember what happened?
Claxton.
Punched on LeBron so bad the NBA took it out of the official highlights.
Yeah, but Peter,
I swear to God, it's not in the highlights. If you watch the Christmas
they didn't have
Day
KD that game.
NBA
They just
channel.
had hard fit Harden, and he scored about.
Yeah, they had Harden. They had Harden who was
mediate
fat.
this, please.
They had Harden who was fat and hungover. They had no KD, no Kyrie, and they still won.
Hold that.
Yeah, team boy. If you don't like it, leave.
Hey man, mountains are there to be climbed, man. I'm
here.
here.
Mountains heights, bro. Like,
you know what?
Hey, you know who's not?
If you say that again, I'm gonna personally make sure I drop you on a mountain and leave you there. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. If you say that again, I'm gonna beat you to death.
For you Pelican fan.
Like, see, I must have offended a LeBron stan. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, LeBron stands, Ronaldo stands, like they're all in the same boat. Yes, like, look, guys, this is the Lakers. This is not the Cavaliers. Niggas don't care about LeBron's record if you're getting your heads bust open every week. I saw the Lakers fans willing to turn on Kobe in the mid-2000s. They will for sure turn on LeBron. What are we doing here?
My thing is, bro, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. I would be Kobe because if he was watching this trust, bro, you would be fucking like.
We need to stop acting like LeBron is some magical gift sent from above to the Los Angeles Lakers, guys. We need to stop this.
Him and Crutch Sports, man. Get out, man.
Oh, like Kobe gave his entire career to playing for this organization. And niggas in the mid-2000s are like, fuck Kobe Bryant. I lived through it. You can't tell me that shit didn't happen. I live in Southern California. I lived through the time.
Dude, he asked for a trade during that time. He asked for a trade for the Lakers.
Yes, like we need to, like, guys, if you're LeBron stans, cool, but like don't do this LeBron stan thing where you try and convince Laker fans that like everything is good and like it is what it is. Like, no, guys, it's bad for them. It is bad stuff. If you're going to be one of those Laker fans who leaves when LeBron leaves, you don't give a shit about draft picks. You don't give a shit about the future. But if you're stuck with that team, this is not a good situation to be in.
Do you know why this is false, right? Wait, hang on. Sorry. This it's easier to score now. You can get fouls easier now. So you're always, if someone's really determined, they will break. They could break any record that any old NBA player has set. If they really want to. So it's good for him. He'll hit whatever 30,000 points or whatever it is. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter. He never scored them all for the Lakers. So it doesn't matter.
He breaks off from Miami to
You guys can talk shit about Kobe's last years in the Lakers however you want. Kobe gave 5 rings to the Lakers.
Yep.
And stuck with them through the good times and the shitty times.
Yeah.
Kobe did not make the shitty times and then leave when the times got shitty.
Exactly.
Kobe stuck with the Lakers during his physical peak in the mid-2000s. Gave his entire professional career to the organization. So you LeBron fans, you want to do this nasty thing? Like, let's not even go there. Because all of this pressure for the Lakers to spend their future draft capital to get Miles fucking Turner as if he's actually a needle mover in the NBA, when I'm convinced none of you niggas have watched Miles Turner play basketball because he's one of the dumbest centers in the fucking league, and Buddy Hield like he's fucking Black Manu Ginobili instead of Buddy fucking Hield. Niggas act like these players are gonna make a difference. They're not.
You know what this
people are sitting here saying, unironically, talking heads in the professional media are saying, get LeBron some help. My nigga, they tried that. LeBron wanted Westbrook, and look where we're at.
Literally, people don't want to talk about this. Some of the recruiting is on LeBron as well. Like, he was asking for these guys like Melo, Russ, his buddies to be on this team, and look what happened.
Unlike 75% of the players of the Lakers, 75% of the Lakers players on like Clutch Sports.
They're Clutch Mafia, bro. Clutch Mafia.
He's literally owns them.
We're in a building. You know what I'm saying? And to this question, Marcel, Lakers Clippers Wednesday night. Clippers Lakers. That's the next watch along.
You guys are trying to do Lakers Jazz tomorrow, man? Come on.
I'm here.
It's the late one though. I'm just letting you know now.
I can make the late ones.
I got no class.
It's 3:15.
We know you've got no class.
Congratulations, mate. Congratulations.
I can make the late ones.
You want a medal? Yes, you want a medal?
You know what? You know something? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to mute, man. Fuck you guys.
If you man want to do Lakers Jazz, I'm down in it. What you man say? It is free. So this is to the UK based peeps. It's 3:15.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just letting you lot know, innit?
It's not, I won't be there. It's not worth my sleep.
I know you won't be there, but the rest of you lot, if you don't want to do it.
Anyway, so I may as well.
So you might say 3:15. Peter, what are you saying?
I'm in there. Fuck it.
All right, Jez, Daniel, you man down, yeah?
Yeah.
You think I don't want to see the Lakers getting hooked up by a couple random white brothers? Like,
Yeah,
of course, bro. Lakers tears, I'm here.
That's what he's saying. You hear?
Yeah.
So you're getting people. There you go. So I'll add that.
One done. I'm not upset. I'm not upset about the Lakers. I'm not upset about the current state of the Lakers. I don't give a shit. I'm upset about how public perception has been warped in a way where we're letting the real culprits get away with what's going on.
Yep.
We're talking as if certain people who've been pulling strings are all of a sudden powerless individuals. We're blaming Robert Pelinka as if the last GM to refuse to do what LeBron James wanted in Cleveland didn't get fired. Like, guys, David Griffin started his career in Cleveland. David Griffin is now in New Orleans. Look into why that happened.
The same people who are complaining right now are the same people.
Hey, Alam, big up. I'll catch you there. So, yeah, you're going to get watch along tomorrow. Sorry to cut you off.
There's no revisionist history, man. I just said about Kobe, he tried to get a trade, but don't ever... You can't diss Kobe Bryant. He got 5 championships at the Lakers, bro. He is a legend. So he busted his Achilles playing for us and still stayed.
What is the difference between Kobe forcing a trade to ultimately push the franchise into being serious and getting
Pau Gasol,
proper talent and making the Gasol trade in the middle of the night? What is the difference between that and LeBron James signing 1+1s and hanging his free agency as leverage over front offices to do what he wants? What's the difference with that?
No difference.
LeBron James prioritizes mobility over stability. He always has in his career. Right?
Yeah.
He uses that to the betterment of himself. I understand it. Like, I would have probably left Cleveland for Miami in 2010. I'm not hating on that.
Have you seen?
What I'm hating on
is
is LeBron James leaving Miami to go back to Cleveland. He left Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, Hall of Famers in their respective positions within basketball, right? To go back on some sentimental thing. But now we want to make these hypothetical arguments about how if LeBron had this, if LeBron had this, if LeBron had this, he would have done this, this, and that. You're supposedly the premier player of this era. You exist in an era of player mobility. You chose your spots. He only went back to Cleveland because they had that number 1 draft pick, which was Andrew Wiggins, funnily enough, who's now an NBA champion. And they traded that shit for Kevin Love to make Kevin Love a spot-up 3-point shooter in the corners. Right? That's the only reason LeBron went back. Like, sentimentality aside, he saw a place he could win. He went there, got them to do everything he wanted because they have low sports self-esteem. They had no fucking rings. They got a ring. They sold their soul for it. Cool, I get it. Makes sense. And then you left Cleveland to come to LA and try to do the same thing. Difference with Los Angeles and with Cleveland is the Laker fans are delusional because they're spoiled by all the success. You can't treat Los Angeles like you treat Cleveland and expect people to react the same. One ring. Well, you can say any decent shooting guard would have three-peated with Shaq.
Yeah, do you know?
That's a lie. And even
do you know why this person never watched Kobe during that time? So that's why he's saying it. That's why he's saying it like that. He never watched him. He never watched him at all, man. That is so insulting to Kobe Bryant, man.
Even if you want to say because that's diminishing Dwayne Wade's accomplishment in 2006, and you're ultimately just diminishing the first half of Kobe's career. But even if we want to pretend like everybody who played with Shaq won, which is cap because the Magic didn't win. Like if Shaq was this dominant force within basketball, he would have won rings in Orlando before forcing a trade to Los Angeles. But whatever, right? If you want, he still has the 2 rings with Pau Gasol. He still got the 3 straight finals. And to be clear, I'm not saying LeBron is trash if he doesn't win championships with the Lakers. That's not why I think this stint is ultimately going to be looked at as underachieving and disappointing. This is going to be looked at as disappointing because the Lakers have no future, are not currently competitive. This will be looked back on as 1 ring in 6 or 7 years and no real prospects for the future besides Clutch Mafia affiliation with your basketball organization, which hasn't shown to be a good thing in over time. Once LeBron
this will be a failure. This will be this is how he ends his career as a failure.
That's the thing. And like you can say it doesn't matter because they won at Disney World. Cool. But like there's gonna be 3 or 4 years after that shit.
Respect Disney World Cup.
And the thing is, once he leaves, and if the Lakers gonna be worse off when he leaves.
Fuck no. What the hell?
We're not doing
what we're not going to do is disregard what Kobe did throughout his career for the Los Angeles Lakers, making LeBron fans feel better. We're not going to do that, man. I'm not going to let you guys do that. Like you guys don't understand. I hate Kobe more than most Lakers on the planet.
This is a Suns fan saying this.
Yeah, like you guys are acting like I'm a Lakers fan. I hate that nigga, but we're not going to disrespect what he did for the Lakers.
Don't do that to Kobe, man.
Hey, shut up, Ahmed. You can say it. You can't say it, bro. Shut up.
Yes, I can because he goes revenge.
Everyone wears a Lakers jersey. LeBron James on it, man.
I don't care. Shut up.
It's just we're not gonna just do this whole revisionist thing with how the Lakers were in the 2000s. We're not gonna do that, man. Let's not do this. Like, look, guys. If the Lakers were competitive, if the Lakers were functional, if they had some sort of clear plan for like a coherent future, I wouldn't feel this way. But let's be honest. Are the Lakers going to be good next year? Probably not. Oh, fuck that. Let's not even ask if they're going to be good or if they're going to be bad.
Let's have a roster with Kendrick Nunn, Patrick Beverly, and Austin Reeves.
See, this is the thing.
Pat Bev might be the face of the Lakers next year.
For a normal organization, winning a chip is a success. But this is the Lakers, brother. So here's the thing, right? God rest the dead, right? Dr. Jerry Buss passed. The Lakers missed the playoffs 7 times in the previous 60 years, right? Post 2012, the Lakers run a downward spiral. Dr. Buss passed, handed it over to the kids. We've seen how poorly the Lakers have been run since then. They've missed the playoffs 7 of the last 9 years. You could say this is the Lakers' worst stretch in the history of their franchise, and you would be correct. people won't see it that way because Disney World Championship, everybody was stuck inside because of COVID, so we pretend to care about that shit. And like, cool, they won it. Give it to them. All right, whatever. But like, what are we? This is the Lakers. Got 18
It's Clutch Mafia on the
It was
phone.
on FaceTime. It is what it is. But like, you got 18 rings to look back at. You can't rationalize mortgaging the Lakers' future for one championship. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can't do that to the Lakers or the Celtics. You can do that to the Raptors. You can do that to the Cavs. You can do that to the Suns. You can do that to the Clippers. You can't do that to the Lakers. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that has to, like, the history that has to carry weight there. There's got to be different expectations. Like, Flawless, would you accept mortgaging Manchester United's future post Sir Alex, right, for an extra league, but then being thrown into a decade of turbulence?
Nah.
Would you have accepted that? No.
No.
But like, let's be honest. If you offer Leicester the last decade they had, they would have taken it.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely,
they're
they would
Leicester
have.
City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like for Liverpool, let's say, right? Let's say Roy Hodgson for whatever, or let's say Brendan Rodgers wins a Prem in 2013-14. Let's say they do win that Prem, but FSG are too loyal to Rodgers. You miss your window to get Jurgen Klopp, and what comes after doesn't ultimately come after.
Yeah.
So you're still left with the Prem, the great story, and all that. Like, you can't legislate mortgaging certain caliber sports organizations' futures for short-term successes. Like, that doesn't work at every club, especially in basketball. You can't do that. You can say the Lakers never developed talent. That's not true. Most of their big players are acquired through free agency. They're acquired through free agency or trades, but like, the Lakers drafted a young team that they ultimately ripped apart for the clutch association that they currently had. They got one championship out of it, and we have to look at it in terms of cost benefit, which is cool.
Rich Paul.
Like, to sit here and say the Lakers have never developed talent, that's simply not true, man.
I think it's damning what you said. Wow, you're making like a lot of sense in what you're saying in regards to this is the worst era in their franchise's history.
It is. Look at it.
It's so bad, man.
And the thing is, nobody would know that the Lakers missed the playoffs 7 out of the last 9 years unless you're like a hardcore Lakers fan.
Yeah.
Nobody would know because it's like, bro, like, it's LeBron's on our team. Everything is great.
Great. Andy won the ring as well, like you said. That was like, big people like, wow, what have you done outside of that? Like, that's fear.
The thing, like, we can say, like, you can say the Lakers' young core would have been worse than the Kings. We can say all this, right? Like, whatever you guys have to say to make yourselves feel better, to justify the Lakers made the right decision, and like the future outlook is worth what they spent to get there. Whatever you guys can say, that's fine. You're not speaking as a true Lakers fan, because true Lakers fans don't feel this way. You're speaking as a LeBron legacy, like one of those guys. It's cool. You guys want to make yourselves feel less like, guilty about it? Cool, that's fine.
You like LeBron stands like this guy in the chat. Like, Kobe played in one of the toughest eras of basketball. Also, he played in the West. LeBron had an easy trip to the finals every single year. This guy has lost 6 finals. So if for you to say, "Oh, Kobe didn't win this, Kobe didn't win with this," bro, LeBron is the epitome of losing. This guy lost to Shaq in not Shaq, what's his name? Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, bro. These guys, those, if he's the greatest player of all time, he should have beaten those Celtics teams.
He should have basically beaten us.
This guy lost to that Mavericks team that had Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Kidd when they had the super team of Wade, Bosch,
himself.
Yeah, and him. Yeah. And bro, they lost to like legit Kawhi when he wasn't, before he was Kawhi. An old man Tim Duncan, old man Manu Ginobili, and old man Tony Parker. That's who you lost to, and then you complain about that? You lost to the Warriors before they became the Warriors. Steph Curry was about that before that.
There's something to be said for building your own shit where you're drafted and building up a team. There's a certain value to that. When things got hard in Cleveland, LeBron tucked his tail between his legs and he ran.
He ran from the ground, man. He ran from the ground.
When you say stuff got tough in Cleveland, what actually happened?
he realized he couldn't win, so we had to go team up with the Banana Boat
okay.
homies in Miami with Pat Riley
Okay,
and
okay,
Dwayne
first.
Wade. He had to go
First.
to a guy who won a championship, ironically next to Shaq. But the guy in the chat claimed that any shooting guard could win next to Shaq, as if that's true. Like, fair enough.
LeBron and Kobe never played in the same era. Man. Don't even try
those
that
finals.
shit.
Like,
This guy, bro, he's so dumb.
He's a proper LeBron fan. He's not a Lakers fan. He's a LeBron.
Hey,
fan.
like I'm having like LeBron fans, like cool. It's fine. I get it. But like if we want to sit there and pretend, because I'm speaking from Lakers fans' perspective, like guys, LeBron is great. Championship, cool. 18, great. Like happy COVID memories, I guess. But we need to really put this in perspective when we talk about great Lakers of all time. Like, stop doing this thing where we act like
Kareem,
like it's,
Kobe.
bro, it's Magic, Kareem, Kobe, any order you want. Like, but like we're not gonna. I don't know, man. I just don't think this has all been worth it from an outside perspective.
Yeah, man. It's literally one chip in how many years?
It's not just the one chip. You have to look at what's likely coming down the road.
Oh yeah, I understand.
These guys, these guys don't
win the championship. I'll admit I was wrong. I have no problem doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be honest. What is the Lakers' pathway to becoming a respectable team? Nobody knows. Besides trading everybody and blowing it up and going again.
Because this is the thing I'm just been wondering. Like, you have to look at them and like, there's so many things you question in terms of, like, should they just blow it up? Should they just continue and hope they could do something? Because realistically, they're not going to do shit. The contracts are running out. You cannot sign anyone. Really and truly, the only thing that's left is to just get rid of guys and then just hope that you can plan for the future. Again, of course, you got AD, but when you look at now this team that the Lakers had with Lonzo, with EI, with Julius Randle, etc., when you look at them guys now in the league, let's say you keep two of them with LeBron, Lakers team would be looking a lot different now instead of having AD. And you have then the bright future even after LeBron, with them, two of them staying, because I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget what the Nets did with D'Lo, just trading him away. And when that Nets team that the D'Lo was leading, that team I joined so much for. And they literally did the same thing, just throwing it, they threw it all away for KD and Kyrie, which in hindsight looked well, but look how it's looking like now. Kyrie could be gone, KD could be gone, and then what's the future for the Nets now?
Guys,
I want to ask you a question. 07 is not the biggest carry job. The biggest carry job is 11, that Dallas Mavericks team. I know they had Dirk Nowitzki, but who else did they have on that team? They went up against LeBron's newly formed Super Miami team. Yeah, they had no right to win that championship, and LeBron choked. That championship. He was
the worst out of the big three on that team.
Guys, we're looking at this the wrong way. How are we going to sit there and say 07 is the biggest carry job? You're telling me I can't name a team with Ilgauskas, Verjao, Eric Snow, fucking Boobie Gibson, like guys like that. You're telling me I can't. Sasa Pavlovich, never mind. They had one of the best defenses in the league. Just because you couldn't name the guys who were scoring points outside LeBron doesn't mean the team is bad. Allen Iverson got to a finals in 2001 and played one of the greatest teams in NBA history. And he didn't get swept, to his credit. LeBron got to the finals in 07 and got swept.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we want to say 07 is the biggest carry job, Allen Iverson is 6 foot, maybe, and got the Philadelphia 76ers to an NBA Finals and won a game against the Shaq and Kobe Lakers mid-3-peat.
Didn't get swept, like you said.
So if we want to lie, we can lie to make ourselves feel better. But like, I don't know how we can say 07 is a bigger carry job than the Sixers in 01. I'm not getting that. Like,
if you want to talk carry jobs, I think the 17-18, that's a bigger carry job than 07. That team with Isaiah Smith, Isaiah Thomas, J.R. Smith, when he did that stupid ass shit.
I mean, we can say that they played a bunch of 19-year-olds in the conference finals and 5'7".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but no, like again, if you want to say the Mavs team is great because they swept the Lakers, the Mavs were seen as underdogs going into that series one. That Lakers team had been to 3 finals previously, 3 straight finals. and that would have been their 4th finals that they got to. So like, fair enough. Like, well, we're not like I don't know. It's just, hey man. Apparently, 07 Cleveland is the greatest carry job in the history of the NBA.
LeBron fans find everything in the way to just rewrite history. It's embarrassing, considering that people can't go this far to rewrite the history like that. Nah, man.
Revisionism is a mad, isn't it, bro? Revisionism.
I don't think you've watched basketball for longer than 10 years. Like that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but like you seem like somebody who hasn't watched that much basketball. My advice would be to watch more basketball and like look at the history of the game. It is what it is. Like, if we want to downplay what the Sixers did in 2000, 2001 because they had Mutombo and Larry Brown coaching them, cool, fair enough. But like, to say 07 is the biggest carry job in NBA history, I think is short-sighted. I don't even think that's LeBron's biggest carry job, but like, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
You can say objectively, but what is objective? You're giving subjective points here, and I'm not getting this. Like, I don't know. I don't know about this.
That is funny.
Like, the Mavericks also did win a championship with the guys in 2011. Like, they did achieve the ultimate goal against a supposed super team.
Big up, guys. But yeah.
Timo, bless. Yeah, I'm gonna close out this anyway, shortly. But yeah, you might keep going. I'm gonna close out. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, it's tough to talk basketball with just LeBron stance. I'm like, no bullshit. When did you start watching basketball?
I'm a LeBron fan.
I couldn't be talking about things that you didn't watch.
But that's the thing. There's one thing being a LeBron fan. There's been like being a LeBron cup muncher, bro. Like, the cup munchers, these are the worst people to talk to. It's like when you, it's like talking to Harden. It's like talking to Harden stans, bro. Harden stans are the worst people to talk to after LeBron.
Oh, Harden stans drive me up a wall, man.
Bro, this is so bad.
That's why I hate him.
Harden stans drive me up a wall. Oh, Steph can't do this. Harden dribbles a lot, so no help. Blah blah blah. Like, it's like, all right, guys. Harden left Oklahoma City to play that way. Like, it's never occurred to people that players like James Harden like playing the way they play. They like their stats. They like their usage rate being high. They like being the one to dribble the ball for 20 seconds of every 24-second shot clock. Don't give that guy a pass because he doesn't win. He chose that environment. He wanted that trade. It's what it is. Don't give him a pass now. You wanted the trade to Brooklyn to go play with your homies. You wanted out to go to Philly. You didn't have to do any of that shit. I'm just not in the business of, in the era of player mobility, giving mobile players a pass for choosing poor destinations. I'm not doing that. You had the chance to move to a better team. You had the chance to make it work. You didn't need it. Let's not do this. Oh, if X had this, he'd be better than Y. It's like, no, man. I don't know. That is what it is.
Love to everyone that has locked into this Q&A. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone. I say big up all the man who held it down whilst I wasn't here at the beginning. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we're back today, people. If you're in the UK, we're back today in the UK. We're back today.
Bro, why are you laughing? No funny.
Yo, was that you, Ahmed? Was you opening something?
I hate this guy, dude. I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, could you get that closer to the microphone next time? I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's the way, you know what? It's the way as he was doing it, he looked in the camera as well.
He's guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm not gonna let this slide. I just laughed at it. But yeah, as I was saying,
button, man, just use it. Cracking something. Jesus.
Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. I have updated it for the entire next week. So from today, which is Monday, all the way to Sunday, obviously, is the last week of Premier League football as well. So obviously, Carabao Cup is the first round of that. So I'll be doing the Manchester City Chelsea game in regards to Carabao Cup. I'll also be doing the Manchester United Aston Villa game as well. Yeah, man, City Chelsea, man. Chelsea.
You're not watching City Chelsea, man. I don't know who's watching the OV, man. I'm not watching the OV.
That's good. Wait, you're not gonna be. Wait, Ahmed, you're not gonna be here. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Make you
right now. I'm not gonna be here.
Hey,
you're here or not here, brother. It doesn't matter.
Do you know the team of which
you ain't a needle mover, Ahmed. I'll be real. You're Miles.
I mean, let me tell you something. Whether you're here or not, does not affect the result of the Chelsea team. I'm just going to let you know right now.
Yeah, that's
no, we're losing. Actually, we're losing.
All right, when you win,
Why
yeah,
are you saying
somebody
this as
like
if I
tell you,
don't
hold
know
that.
this?
No, I'm just saying that in general.
You're
The
gonna
guy
win
who says Tuchel out after right before every stream ends. You deserve this.
I'm saying that as a meme. It's not serious. Yo, why?
You freak.
Joke
You
hype.
deserve this.
It's always hype.
Joke with your 5 out of 10 joking, man.
How many times have I said Tuchel out for fun? I wouldn't say it
Stupid little
as a joke.
joking
I'm
on, but get ready.
laughing.
Get ready to drop your stupid little one-liner. No respect.
I would say it. You know what I'm saying? I know I enjoy saying it.
No
I
hoes laugh.
enjoy saying it.
Ahmed, if I was you, I wouldn't have
enjoy
that.
saying it.
Hoes ain't laughing. Hoes ain't laughing.
If I was you,
Drying up. I'll be real with you.
All I'm saying,
Ahmed,
if I was you, I wouldn't have that personally.
Listen, don't worry, man.
Drop your stupid little one-liner. End the stream,
I don't
dude.
mean. I enjoy doing it.
All right, cool. As I was saying, people. Anyway, what we got coming up tomorrow? 4:30 p.m. or it'll be 5 p.m. One out of the two. Stats, facts, and vibes. It'll be the Champions League, Europa League draw reaction. Statman Baines isn't about, but I'll be on there. I'm gonna send a link to all the man them. So whoever you might see, everyone who's on here, you'll see. So yeah, we'll be recapping that. We'll be recapping Champions League, Europa League. Peter won't be. He'll be at work. I'm sure you'll see him in the comments, especially if Chelsea draw PSG.
If we draw PSG, I'm
It's gonna be interesting.
crashing.
Yeah, I already know this. And then NFL talks as well. The NFL show, NFL Talks, the Over Football show, where you have Murtaza, Peter, Surfer, Alam, Eddie that's on the Twitch talking all things NFL. And that's now Monday, so that's every Monday, 12:30 a.m. I'm saying every Monday, 12:30 a.m. And then after that, people, after that, we will be doing Lakers Jazz. It will be the LA Lakers versus Utah Jazz. So I'm gonna add that
all
one
the
to the
teams
stream.
in the league are playing tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah, when I looked at the fixtures. But obviously, you man are on at 12:30 in it. So I was like, all right, let you man run that and it's calm. And then just do Jazz Lakers after that.
Wait, 12:30?
Yeah.
UK time, yes.
That's 6:30. Okay, 6:30. Okay.
This guy's struggling.
I thought it was 7:30.
For
Never
fuck's
mind.
sake, man.
Oh, it's so confusing.
Yeah,
because the clocks change. Like your guys just did.
The clocks already changed, my nigga. Like you be.
Yeah,
right.
now they did. For 1 week they didn't. Okay, shut up.
Hey, Taza, man, just ride the wave, man. You'll be all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
Did it hurt? Did it hurt? Yeah.
Don't drop any water.
It's not even funny. Like I don't even know.
Home run clocks are finna change again.
I know, man. I know. Just soak up all the attention, man.
Yes, man. Jax, he should just soak up all the attention. You feel me?
Hey, and touch speaking of that. Hey, no.
So funny.
See, you were laughing.
Hey, Ahmed and Murtaza are the McFred of this channel, dude.
Hey, don't do that.
Let's go. Which one's better? Which one's
stuck for the law.
Ahmed, I don't know actually. I don't know. Ahmed's Freddish. You know what I'm saying? So Murtaza, McTominay.
I'm Fred. It's better,
Yeah, you're
I'm better
Fred,
Fred than McTominay. Better Fred than McTominay.
Yeah, there you go, hey man. You argue, man. You know what I'm saying? You got McTaza over there and Ahmed. Let's go.
Emerson Royale and
Yo, that's better. That's better. Peter, if you were here earlier when I said the bar about these guys, Jesus Christ.
Hey man, Jez, the home winning percentage, man. Sorry.
Home squad defender, come on.
Yeah, let's go, man. I saw
Antonio.
I saw 3 wingbacks, 3 center backs, and 3 center mids on the pitch, man.
Did you guys see that meme of what's it called? On the 69th
no one cares,
minute,
man. On the stream, Dave.
on the 69th minute, Emerson Royal went off, and then on the 75th minute.
This guy's sticking with his line.
It's crazy, man.
He gonna keep swinging, man.
Anybody hear what he said, man?
Fuck it.
Anybody here?
I'm trying to make a splash,
You
but it ain't
didn't
working.
have to do that,
That was violent, bro. That was uncalled for. That was just crazy.
Jesus Christ.
This guy lost faith mid-sentence, man. He didn't even finish his sentence.
Splash, brother.
The confidence drained from his face, man. Fuck.
Someone played the marbles.
I'm listening.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Fucking hell.
That was insane. He said, "Shut up, no one cares."
Hey, to be fair, we do say that to Timo a lot of times. Hey, man,
Turn
what's
this
wrong with you,
camera
bro?
off.
Bullied Ahmed off the stream.
Nah, he's gone, bro.
Hey, that was definitely sending the Abdi's to Ventura, California, man.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Fuck.
What's wrong with you, bro? Hey, Flores, you should have just ended the stream, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I told you, end the stream, Dave.
I miss out on this content. Yo. I'm smart, man. I know when there's good content on the round the corner. Yo. I know the combustible elements that are here. That's why they're on the stream.
I would have expected that from no class Jez, but Peter, man.
What?
That's cool. That's cool, Peter, man. I can see in his eyes he died.
That's crazy. That being said, what I need to do in the new year is if there's anyone, you know what I'm saying, who's like can edit videos and that, we need to start cutting up some clips. So let me know, people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
TikTok.
On behalf of myself, I apologize. That was me.
That's big of you, man. That's big of you, isn't it?
You're sure you made the apology, man.
Yeah.
Hey, stop trying to instigate, man. That was me.
Love to everyone that's locked in. Catch you lot. We're back today in it. You know? So check out the upcoming live stream schedule. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.
Check it out.